yo, what is up, YouTube family? And thank you for being here. This is the Giant Zone Podcast, Season 2, Episode 2. I'm joined, like always, with our co host. We got LDZ Productions in the house. We got CJ Talk Sports in the house. And we got Jaden the Champ, like always. Sorry for running late today, guys. I just made it home from work, trying to put this all together before the show starts. What's up, Raphael? Thank you for calling in tonight. Thank you for showing face. What's up, Namar? Thank you for being here as well. As long as Big Blue in the Bronx, we got Nas and Slay in the background. We're gonna bring them in just a moment. But first off, how's everybody's day going today?
I know this is a Giants channel, but first of all, I'm just gonna say it feels good to be back. I believe I just posted my new video. First of the year, just recapping the Giants off season. Now I get to do it with you guys. Plus, Boston Bucks going to a game 7. Let's get it.
My boy C posted his mock draft after the draft happened.
No, it was right. I did it on Twitter.
So how's your day going, Logan?
Good. It's all right.
Awesome.
And happy Friday the 13th, everyone.
Oh, I forgot.
Happy Friday the 13th. Absolutely. So right now, guys, we're just getting things going. We're going to be covering the playoffs. We're going to be talking about the Giants schedule, and we're going to bring on Nas and Slay. They're in the background. Thank you guys for calling in tonight. I'm going to drop the link right here. If anybody else wants to call in, we can make it a panel, and we can discuss the playoffs first, and then maybe we can get into some Giants topics. So that being said, guys, let's talk about it. Let's just begin with the Heat wrapping up the series yesterday, ending up 99-90. They take the series with a 4-2. And thank you, Logan, for the great thumbnail tonight and for helping me out with the questions as well. You guys make sure you guys give LGZ Productions a shout out. What do you guys feel about this Heat, man? Wrapping up the series against the 76ers? Absolutely, bro. The link's right there. No more. Join on in. Go right ahead, CJ. You're about to say something.
I mean, same story, different. Same story, just different destination for Philadelphia. Just when I really thought that they were gonna finally break through and get to the conference finals, just a series of bad luck with Harden and his disappearing act again, and poor Joel Embiid. This close to not only getting his first MVP, but just when I thought that they were finally going to get out of the second, that they were finally going to reach the conference finals, my dude literally breaks his face, suffers a mild concussion, and has torn ligaments in his hand. This dude is barreling through the best defense in basketball at bare minimum 50% left in the tank. For the Sixers, with a very limited Joel Embiid to get and to push this Heat series, team to 7, but at the end of the day, there's a difference between being a regular season player and a playoff performer. And Jimmy Butler is one of the coldest killers in all of basketball. So whoever gets Miami in the Eastern Conference Finals is gonna. Whoever gets the Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals is gonna have a mega handful, because this Heat team does not go away easy, and much like the Bucks and Celtics, what they have is championship medal, and I'm very intrigued to see whoever gets Miami in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Big Fridge? Thank you for joining in tonight. Yeah, I'm super excited being a Miami fan and seeing my team work. Obviously, we all know that the Hawks was really our man. They didn't have a bad matchup against us. I wanted to see us match up against Embiid and the Sixers. I'm glad that Embiid played because I want to match up against the best. I don't want to say that Miami had the easiest schedule to the finals. I want to match up against the best teams. Now I think we are going to match up with the best teams because the Celtics and Boston just made it to the seventh game of the series. So now whoever comes out of that game, I'm happy that it's gone to the seventh game because it's an extra rest day for Miami. And whoever comes out of that game is going to be a challenge for us. I'm confident Miami's going to get it done. We're a much more faster team than Boston and Milwaukee Bucks. But at the end of the day, it is the playoffs, and the way Boston been playing and Milwaukee been playing has been absolutely phenomenal basketball. Does anybody else want to cover the Heat before we move on to the next game?
Jason Tatum is a bum, and nobody likes Jimmy Butler.
Alrighty,
Florida Supersonic, you got some haters.
No, it's not. I'll be fair. The Miami Heat has been playing good basketball. Ball movement, playing good defense. They actually could be a finals team if they just perform at the highest level against the Bucks or Boston. I'll let Slade take the floor. He looks frustrated.
No, it's not even that, bro. I'm looking at some shit on Twitter.
All right. Who cares? Anyway, next. What's good, Raphael?
What's up, Raphael? What's up, Namur? You guys want to add on to the Heat versus the 76ers? Any last thoughts on that series before we move on to the next game?
Harden's not the same score. He's not the same score it used to be.
What's up? What's up, Zion? Sorry, I didn't say anything before. What's up, bro?
What's up, G? Thank you for being here tonight.
The only thing that I'm, and sorry for interrupting. The only thing that's good to give me some concerns about if we do get past game, if we do wind up winning Game 7 and we match up against Miami
talk about it, CJ. Talk about it. We just switched
in the Eastern Conference Finals is that the thing that I love most about the Celtics team, especially heading into the playoffs, was that our abilities to play either style of basketball. If we have to
try to stop real fast. Let's give the background for some viewers. So viewers, if you guys don't know, CJ is also a Knicks fan. So you might talk about the Knicks and say we. He might talk about the Celtics and say we. He's both the Knicks and a Boston fan. Just a little bit of backstory. Continue, CJ.
Yeah. Also, another backstory. I don't know how in the hell you could do that, but go ahead, CJ.
It's CJ.
Burr was my first favorite player. So that's how I became a Celtics fan.
That's tomorrow. I got Jan.
Okay.
John.
It's a fight night.
Ohakovich.
It's a fight night. Bro.
It's a fight night. They gave him the championship fight for a fight night.
Let CJ continue.
They made 275 Glover and Yuri.
But no. The only thing that's really going to give me reasons to be concerned about facing off against Miami in the Eastern Conference Finals, assuming we get past Milwaukee, is that even though I really like the Celtics combination of being able to play big and small, whether it's we're playing Horford and Grant together or we're playing Horford and Robert together. Problem is against Milwaukee. The problem is against a team like Miami, we're almost forced to play a smaller lineup. Just because Horford is gonna have a hard time keeping up with PJ Tucker on the perimeter as far as those corners threes. But ultimately, and I said this coming into the playoffs. In my opinion, whoever comes away with this in this Milwaukee-Boston series is going to win the East. Because I just, even though I got nothing but respect for Miami,
Agree to disagree, but continue.
I don't think Miami has the firepower to match up against either Boston or Milwaukee. Like
You
Butler,
tripping, right? You tripping, right?
no, I'm not.
Continue.
Butler is fantastic, but if we can handle Katie and Kyrie going off for 30, if we can handle Holiday and Giannis going off for 30, Butler is really the only guy. Butler is really the only guy capable of scoring 30.
But do you realize that like you said you was able to handle KD and Ivy, right? But the thing is, KD and Ivy was not playing playoff basketball. That was the shitty version of KD and Ivy.
Zion is Kyrie, not Ivory.
That nigga said
Oh,
Ivory.
yeah, sorry. Ivy. sorry. Well, you guys got Kyrie Irving. Sorry. Kyrie. I meant Kyrie. Why did I say Ivy? Anyhow, long story short, it's not like I'm gonna play devil's advocate because it's not like you can say with your full confidence that those guys was playing playoff basketball. If you look how the Miami Heat was playing, we played fast. Honestly, I can't sit here and tell you I don't know what bench player is gonna go off, but a bench player will go off. Whether it be Tyler Hero, whether it be Duncan Robertson, whether it be anybody else, Max Struz, a bench player will go off. One of them will go off. If you think about Bam and how Bam been playing, if you think about Butler, if you think about Kyrie Lowry as healthy as if he comes back healthy, we still got PJ Tucker. So Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry. That being said, like
you gotta pronounce your fucking pronunciation, bro.
Kyle Lowry. Thank you. Let's not go on. Let's just continue. That being said, like you sit here and you say Milwaukee with Giannis and Holiday, but I think we got more firepower than Milwaukee. If you want to say Boston, I'm gonna agree with you. I think Boston has potential, but at the end of the day, I think outside of Giannis, we have a way better roster than Milwaukee, and when we play a lot more faster.
What do you mean? Like just scoring and shit like that?
A way better roster. What do I have to go into detail?
Like
our players match up better.
I don't think you got a way better roster. I feel like you stretching it with that.
You can agree or disagree, but why do you say I'm stretching? Outside of Holiday, when Middleton's riding the bench because he's not healthy.
No, like I said,
so outside of I'm talking about right now. I'm not talking about. I don't think Middleton's gonna play. I think Middleton's still injured, right? So let's break down Milwaukee's roster and who do they have, Slay, that's better than Miami's Heat roster outside of Giannis and Holiday.
Chris Middleton.
Honestly, Bobby
Middleton would not.
You can say Bobby Portis. You can say Brooke Lopez.
I would say Bobby. Portis. Lopez. When you said Lopez,
Brooke Lopez.
Grayson Allen, you good. Grayson Allen can get hot. Pat Connaughton can get hot. I would say in terms of overall roster without Middleton, it's about a push. With Middleton, it's not. With Middleton, it's not much of an argument. Here's where I would counter out that point, Zion, is that when we matched up against Brooklyn in round one, the entirety of our defense was predicated was make sure KD and Kyrie don't score 30. We'll live with one of them going off, but as long as both of them don't go off, we're fine. We'll let Bruce Brown get his points. We'll let Seth Curry, Goran Dragic, Drummond get their points because we know those guys aren't going to beat us. With Milwaukee, their others will beat us. The 3 games, the 3 times they beaten us in this series, Giannis has been Giannis the whole way. It's been when their others, whether it's Drew or Grayson Allen, Pat Connaughton, Portis, when those guys get it going, they are with or without Middleton, they are basically unbeatable. So our defensive game plan is all predicated on where is our big matchup disadvantage. We know Brooklyn as far as just pure scoring. They have a better duo than us in KD and Kyrie. With Milwaukee, I would say our duo is about even, But if their others don't get going, our others are just completely better. So with Miami, where's our complete disadvantage? Because it ain't size with Robert Williams back. It's not. It's definitely not on the. It's definitely not on the perimeter because we have three guys that can match up against Jimmy Butler. Whether it's Smart, Tatum, or Brown can match up with Butler on the perimeter, and we could just keep everyone else at bay and make sure Hero and Duncan Robinson aren't hitting threes. And on the other end, listen, Butler and Tucker would be tough defensively because they can match up against our two stars in Tatum and Brown. But if Tatum and Brown get going, Butler and PJ Tucker do not have the offensive firepower to match up against them.
Yeah, but
Zion, you're muted. Zion, you're muted.
Giannis could drop.
I said you're tripping and you're tripping and you're really being dismissive.
You ain't Giannis, bro. I don't know what the fuck you like. You smoking rocks or some shit if you think you're gonna stop Giannis, son. I don't know what you talking
Why you getting so into this conversation like this, Slay? Where's your team at? Where's the Lakers at?
You think the Heat are so much better than the Bucks. You act like that's a.
I did not once say that. Stop putting words into my mouth. First off,
did he not, bro?
Stop putting words into my mouth.
Like 5 minutes ago.
First off, stop putting Slay. If you're gonna be here, bro, talk when it's your time to talk. Second of all, don't put words in my mouth. CJ was making a point about the Boston and the Milwaukee Bucks playoffs, and he was really being dismissive. He was really being dismissive of the Miami Heat. So all I did was ask him a question as a Heat fan, saying, "Hey, hold up now. You can't play that. You can't do that. Be that dismissive towards the Miami Heat." So
let me ask you this:
Not once did I diss Milwaukee at all. I just want to get his thought process on that.
Here, Zion, question: How am I being dismissed? How am I being dismissive? Other than Butler, who on that? Other than Butler,
Tyler.
Excuse me. Kyle Lowry is not dropping 30. Kyle Lowry is not dropping 30.
Well, he doesn't need a drop. 30. You guys forget it's a team basketball. Miami Heat play amazing team basketball. You guys can't. I'm not once that this Giannis Slay, so don't get that.
You just said that they way better. What are you talking?
We have a better roster than Milwaukee. Like, how is that so hard to understand?
I think it's a glorified push. I think it's a push
Taj.
without Middleton.
Thank you, Taj. Let's get it.
Sion, can you guys hear me? Because I just wanted to to everybody else, but I was watching about the Boston Celtics versus Milwaukee Bucks, but that never happened because it's been like 10 or 12 years since Boston Celtics they lost the finals against Los Angeles Lakers. It was 2010. It was the finals. But I think that all the players right now, the panel, and of course the rooster, it became bigger and about that. So remember the last time that Milwaukee Bucks had just won the championship, but it seems like there's a lot of just like little issues. But if the Bucks win, it might be a good surprise. But I'm not very sure that Milwaukee is going to face against Miami Heat because that would be like a battle. So it would be between Jimmy Butler versus Giannis. But I'm not very sure that it could be like a power match right now. So if Bucks win...
What do you see here? What do you see here? Say again. If it's Milwaukee and Miami in the conference finals, what I will say is that other than maybe us, Miami has good defensive matchups when going up against Giannis. You brought in PJ Tucker for this reason. Bam is a good matchup. Again, Bam is a good matchup against Giannis. Here's the problem with Miami. They are small. Like they are not a big massive team. And the way Giannis has improved so mildly in his all-around game, it's going to take a wall to beat him. But my thing is, if Drew Holiday plays consistent, and especially if Middleton comes back, which by the way, he is expecting to be back at the start of the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm assuming they win the series. But again, I just with Miami because they seriously lack the firepower against a team like Milwaukee. They are not going to be able
But
to win.
CJ, if
We
you look at
disagree
this,
on that. Lacking firepower, we have firepower. Like,
but
Other than
CJ,
that,
if you look at the stats right here between Jimmy Butler and Giannis during the last season right here, because the only thing that Jimmy Butler is good is free throws. Giannis is very good at 3 points. He's made more minutes than Jimmy Butler. And he made like anything could happen because he had better offensive better rebounds, and best assistance. So the only thing that Jimmy Butler is especially is turnovers and steals. So if you look at the stats right here, Jimmy Butler versus Giannis over the last season right here, Giannis is better in 3 points.
well, of course, Giannis is one of the best players in the league. I'll pick
Exactly,
Giannis over Jimmy
exactly.
every day of the week.
He's not one of the best players in the league. He is the best player.
He's not the best player in the league right now. I'm not going to get into that.
Yep.
Actually, in the modern
Zion,
era.
Zion, you don't need me to rant again and end this argument. Okay?
No.
You can rant if you want to, but let me just get to Raphael's point. Raphael, I agree with you. I'll take Giannis over Jimmy Butler. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Giannis is a better player.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, it doesn't come down to who's the better player. Miami Heat been playing good basketball, obviously some sloppy basketball, and Jimmy Butler in the playoffs is like damn near Eli in the playoffs.
Okay? Whoa!
Have you not seen Jimmy Butler carry the team multiple times? Multiple times.
40 every game.
Okay?
He's dropping 40
You
points.
guys are being real dismissive of Jimmy Butler in this whole scenario.
Zion, I love Jimmy Butler. I think Jimmy Butler is one of the most reliable guys that I will want to be in a foxhole with.
Mm-hmm.
However, we just saw one of the greatest scoring battles in the last 10 years.
Someone that knows basketball.
Pat, I'm not saying Miami. Listen, I picked Miami to get to the Eastern Conference Finals this year. Even well before the play. I think that it all depends on how the bracket is set up, but I think Miami is a legit level title contender. I just think Boston and Milwaukee are just simply A, more talented, and B, more balanced. Especially with Tatum rising up to being a
but we play more fast
player.
We play more fast. Okay,
exactly.
We have speed.
We can play fast. We'll
see where it comes. Like I said, agree to disagree. Let's hope my Mavericks can beat the Suns for real. Let's get it, Luka, for real. I think the Suns. Let's get into that. I think the Suns can take that series. Not the Suns. Sorry, I think Phoenix. What am I talking about? I think Dallas can take that series. As we talk about that, let's get into it.
I think
Dallas tied it up at 3-3 going into Game 7. Go right ahead.
Well, I'll just say this real quick. For me, if the Suns gonna win, Chris Paul has to step up. The way he's playing, it's not gonna cut it. Because he's been playing bad for these past few games. If he could step up, Suns easily win. Devin Booker is being Devin Booker. We just need Chris Paul to do way better because he's a veteran. You can't be playing like.
Listen, Dallas has made me a believer ever since Game 3. as soon as they made the trip to Dallas and won game 3, I'm like,
We'll bring you guys back.
this series is going to go 7. Like, for some unknown reason, Phoenix plays with all the confidence in the world when they're playing at home. Whether it's Booker or Payne, Bridges, Crowder, or Ayton, they play with this unsurmountable confidence playing at home, but on the road, they are like cheap tents in a Sahara. They will fold like a cheap tent.
Real
And
fast, CJ. Let me just say something real fast. All right, so we're gonna let the whole panel talk about the game, the question at hand, and then we'll bring you guys on if you guys have any comments or opinions on it. Continue, CJ.
But I still like Phoenix to win this series. I think they're the more composed team. I think they're more balanced. I think Chris Paul and Devin Booker are going to do their thing, and I expect the role players to show it big. Luka's going to be Luka. It won't surprise me at all if he were to drop a 50-point triple-double Sunday. Like, talk about bona fide superstars. Luka is that and then some. He is going to be a league MVP and to be the cornerstone of a championship caliber team sooner rather than later. However, you're going to ask me to rely on Reggie Bullock, Frank Ntilikina, and freaking Jalen Brunson to win a road playoff game against arguably the best team in basketball. Not happening. Luka's going to be Luka. Brunson will play all right, and basically everyone else is going to be a no-show. Phoenix wins. They win rather comfortably, but Dallas shocked me as far as this series goes, because I thought Phoenix was going to smoke them in about 5, like, in all honesty. And yet for them to just demolish Phoenix 3 times at home, with their backs up against the wall in every counter, props to Dallas. But Phoenix is the better team. I said Phoenix Warriors in the conference finals, and there's no reason for me to duck out of it now.
All right, let's go to Champ and then Logan. And what's up, Taj? We'll get Taj's thoughts on it, and then we'll ask if anybody backstage wants to come on and give their thoughts. So go right ahead, Champ. The mic is yours. Jaden Brunson is a dog. Doesn't really has the ball for real. Has 2 balls.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah. I like what the Mavericks are doing in the playoffs. Like, they don't have like the best players on the team. Well, obviously Luka, we all know he's the best, but Mavericks have been showing heart in the playoffs. That's what matters the most. Some of these teams you don't expect to win, they always find a way to show up. You know, the Grizzlies, they just blew out Golden State. They could possibly come back a 3-1 lead. It's like they could possibly come back. It's like you never know what's gonna happen. Because you've seen the Grizzlies, you've seen them, and they play better without John Morant.
They play better defense without him.
Yeah.
I remember calling CJ after game 2 of the Phoenix Dallas series and saying Dallas is about to go out sad. I feel bad. And me and him just had a laugh about it. Seeing them come back, I'm getting a little hyped because I do not really like the Suns much at all. So I'm happy to see Luka and the Mavs coming back. I think the Mavs are going to take the next game, if I'm being honest with you guys.
See, I want John Morant to get his. Sorry, not John Morant. I want Luka to get his, but I still think the Suns is a better team. I have the Suns winning that series as much as we all want Luka to represent, probably play against, Golden State or something, unless John Morant comes back. But anyhow, that being said, I think the Suns will take it. But if Luka takes it, I'm going to be happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be depressed at all. Oh, right. Taj with the jersey. Taj, you want to give your thoughts on it?
Yeah. I got the Suns winning the game tomorrow. Even though I don't think it's gonna be a blowout as some people may think it will be, but I think this time it's going to be a close game. It's going to be like a feisty game for both teams to play through. But I think the Suns may pull it out later on in the game. Think I think like either Devin Booker or Chris Paul will either Chris Paul or Devin Booker will get the job done, and that's that.
I
And they
like it,
go to the Western
Raphael.
Conference Finals.
What's your thoughts on it?
All right, so my thoughts about it because that was very important. And well, since then, well, Dallas Maverick has only one title, which is in 2011. But I think this is the best year to redemption about here because they have amazing players, including Luka Doncic. Because I just saw him at the All Star game in 2018 in Charlotte, North Carolina. But I think it's gonna be like the greatest year for Dallas Mavericks right here. So I will give like a thought because right now it's gonna be Golden State Warriors versus Dallas Mavericks for the conference finals.
I like that. Remember when J. Cole tried to dunk the ball? He almost made that.
And I would love to see it. I would love to see Luka Doncic and of course versus Stephen Curry for the conference finals. So it might be a shocker, but I will. But I will watch it. Everybody else. So and once again, the Dallas Mavericks has only won one title, which is 2011, when it comes to Dirk Nowitzki.
That's
But
true.
right now, 10 years later, just like 11 years later, I think this is the year for redemption. The year for redemption to the Dallas Mavericks. So I hope this is going to be like a great year for Dallas Mavericks because if Milwaukee Bucks that just won the championship last season, there might be the year of redemption of Dallas Maverick.
I like it. All right, we're gonna bring you guys right back. Don't worry about it. Stay backstage. We'll bring you guys right back in a second. What's your guys' thoughts on it?
Oh, you talking about the Mavs?
Yeah.
Yo, but
Just add everybody.
I wasn't even really expecting the Suns to be like this like like in this criteria because I feel like the Suns are just too much of a talented ass team to like be this far down and where like they're supposed to actually be at. So it's like the Mavs, as Logan said earlier, I could see them winning tomorrow, but I don't know, man. The Suns, they just give me weird vibes. Like I think they got the talent to win it all and just be the best team in the league, but it stings with that team and injuries starting to catch up to them. And it's sad, but hopefully they good.
Good.
Yeah,
Who cares, Logan?
Wait, hold on.
I always gotta break shit out, man.
Yo,
No, look,
Zion.
CJ was speaking first. Let him go.
Listen. Other than the lack of a superstar, Phoenix doesn't really have like a big hole within their team. Hall of Fame point guard, check. Elite closer, check. Best perimeter defender, Mikal Bridges, check. Elite coach, check. Elite bench, check. Home court advantage, check. The only thing Dallas has over Phoenix is a superstar. And that's about it. Again, Luka, I expect is going to be Luka, but you are expecting a lot out of Reggie Bullock, Frank Ntilikina, and Jalen Brunson to be big against arguably the best team in basketball. Dallas time will come, for sure. I just don't think they have the defensive personnel to really match up against a team like Phoenix. I give them major credits for making this a series. Luka has not only put the team on his back, but he's almost aspiring them to play at a near elite level. So now, if Dallas actually shows up on the road and it's a relatively close game, I'm rolling with Dallas just because, again, they got an elite superstar and Phoenix doesn't really have one. But as we've seen throughout this series, Once Phoenix gets you down by double digits, you might as well just wrap the party up. Because you ain't getting past their ball movement, their execution, their sharpshooting ability. And even if it comes down to a close game, they still got an elite closer in Devin Booker. So again, don't get me wrong, Dallas could very well steal this game. However, highly unlikely in all likelihood. I said my number one matchup that I have to see this year is Phoenix Warriors Western. Is Phoenix versus the Warriors Western Conference Finals. And
all right, CJ, hold up. Slow your roll there. Nas, do you have any thoughts on Phoenix versus Dallas?
That nigga dead.
All
I'm
right.
sorry, I had to
So
say
that being said,
Zion.
CJ, yes, champ.
Like I know we talk about everybody, but can we talk about the people who's doing bad during the playoffs?
We'll get to that in a minute.
All right.
But we got Memphis and Golden State tied 55-55. If Golden State wins, they make it. If Memphis wins, they tie it up. You go to 3-3 in Game 7. So CJ, I know you're so excited to talk about Golden State in the finals. That being said, you can start it off at Golden State versus Memphis. Who do you have? And the mic.
Oh, I said Warriors. I said Warriors in 6, and I'm going to stick with it. Okay. I think they close them out tonight.
I like it. Champ, go right ahead.
I really want Memphis to go to Game 7 so we can all see Golden State choke another 3-1 lead. That's what I would hope that will happen.
LeBron is I love Ja, but he's got a ways to go before he's at LeBron's level.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with CJ here. The Warriors take it tonight.
Taj, do you want to say a little bit things about this game?
The Warriors game, yeah, I got the Warriors squeaking it out, but I also wouldn't be surprised if Memphis wins this game tonight. And I think if Memphis wins, I think the Grizzlies will also win Game 7 and come back from 3-1.
Namir, you got any thoughts on this game? Slay?
I got the Warriors winning.
I like it. Raphael?
Oh, you mean the Golden State Warriors? Well, I will give it to win against Memphis Grizzlies because right now the Golden State Warriors have a better decade because they just won championship because Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson. But for me, I will say that if I mentioned before, because it's gonna be like a battle between Dallas Mavericks versus Golden State Warriors. So I will tell that Golden State will win. Golden State will win. So that's mine.
Pretty much everybody
like it.
Golden State.
I like it.
Wouldn't be surprised.
All right, I'm gonna turn the mic over to Logan. He wanted to talk about Tom Brady for a bit on some news. He's in the thumbnail. So, Logan, you're the host now, and go right ahead with your question.
Yeah, it's not really a question. It's more of a statement and a sad statement. Tom Brady, when he retires from football, has signed a 10-year, $375 million contract with Fox Sports as the lead analyst. So we're going to hear him calling games every Sunday.
I like it.
Hopefully, you can be better than Joe Buck.
Yeah, he's gonna be better than Joe Buck. So
One thing, he is gonna compete with Tony Romo for commentating.
Nah, that Todd is right, bro. I don't want to hear that dude Joe Buck talk. I'm sorry.
Right, man.
He sounds so boring.
Him and Troy Aikman.
Yeah, I cannot go like 3 hours with watching football and hearing him.
Yeah, Thursday night football, really.
That's facts.
Every time we watch them, every time a team scores a touchdown, they don't sound exciting. They're like, bruh.
And you'll want to go over the Giants schedule release?
Yeah, I was just about to ask you.
I was about to bring up the
question.
NBA player.
And why is the OBJ in the thumbnail?
Because we're trying to figure out where he's signing, and he's also a popular player for clickbait.
let's talk about OBJ and why he's in the thumbnail. So, where do you guys think that OBJ is signing?
Hmm.
Like
Honestly, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to the Saints with Jarvis signing there now.
Yeah, Jarvis is there
I don't know if
now.
they got the money for it though. They got
And
to.
they got Chris Olave.
look, personally, me, I know Odell's getting that bag for the Rams. He's gonna get that bag.
Oh, and
Phil?
Zion, because if you speak it about Logan, if you speak it about Tom Brady, he was signing for the Fox because I just read the article. It says the highest price because this offseason we're later about quarterbacks and as plus Rodgers because remember Amazon need a big splash after acquiring the rights to Thursday Night Football in ESPN with a Monday night. So CBS received the market 2 years ago with a shielded out a record 100 million over 10 years to retain star Tony Romo as a lead NFL analyst. So ESPN responded to spring to ransack top snatching Joe Buck and Troy Aikman to revive the Monday Night Football. And in March with newcomer Amazon, the pair Al Michaels and Kirk Cousins. So if Tom Brady had to retire also if he come to broadcast it, it's not that bad because it's my opinion right now because I just saw all the difference between the broadcasters and everything else. And of course we show between the Peyton Manning and Neil Manning in Monday Night Football. Kind of less, it is better, but sometimes it's like a curse. But here it goes.
No, continue. I was just getting this ready in the background. Thank you, Raphael. That was awesome.
Yep.
All right. So we got 2022 Giants schedule. Taj, if you want to come back, please call back. Let's begin. We'll just go over it as a group. We can take one-on-one going breaking down each game if you guys want to, but I just say we look at the games and you just say win or loss, make it fast and give kind of like a fast opinion on why. And yes, CJ, you raising your hand?
I am not gonna be doing any predictions at the very least until training camp. I will give my thoughts on said matchup.
Yeah, give your thoughts.
But it is rather redundant to do a season's predictions in May for crying out loud. We just started rookie mini camps, and I don't even know who's going to be our starters on all across the board. And now I have to do our predictions. Training camp. I'll drop my predictions.
Well, CJ, you don't have to, but if you wanted to, you can.
I'll do my way too early predictions.
What's good, y'all?
Yeah, I mean, like it's really early, so like
it's
no
good,
one's gonna
nice.
hold you to it. Obviously,
Good,
it's
nice.
early predictions. You can give your predictions another time, or you can give your early predictions. That being said,
You got McDonald's.
Announced with the McDonald's.
that being said,
I actually bought
Logan. Let's not overtalk each other. Let's stick to the content that's at hand. Logan, go right ahead.
All right. So week one, as of right now, Tennessee is a much better team than us. I'm going to take them by at least 2 scores. I'm going to have the Giants beating the Panthers because we absolutely dominated them the last year with a much worse roster. Dallas Monday night, I'm going to have to give that to Dallas easily. Chicago, I'm going to give that to us because it's at home and we normally perform well versus the Bears. And week 5 versus Green Bay in London, I'm going to have to give that to Green Bay. Baltimore, I'm going to give that to Baltimore. And then I'm going to give us a 2-game win streak versus Jacksonville and Seattle. I'm going to have us lose to the Texans by a score or 2. I'm going to give us a W versus Detroit. I'm going to have us split.
the Texans.
Yes, we're going to lose to the Texans. That's my opinion. I'm going to give us the split with Dallas so we upset them on Thanksgiving. I'm going to have us split with Washington and Philadelphia. And then I will lose to Minnesota and beat the Colts.
What?
Alrighty. Champ, that was nice and fast. But Champ,
So we just go on the Giants schedule? I'm sorry.
We can hop into the Ravens a bit later if you want to, but Champ, go right ahead and do the Giants.
For the
I was
Titans,
gonna break it down team for team, but the way Logan did it was perfect, so you can do it exact same way.
for the Titans, we're gonna lose because of Derrick Henry. For the Panthers, we're gonna dominate. Dallas, we're gonna lose. Bears, I say we're gonna edge the win. Green Bay, we're clearly losing to Aaron Rodgers. Baltimore, we're not gonna stop Lamar because he's a mobile quarterback. We ain't stopping him. Jacksonville and Seattle, we're gonna win that game. Texans and Lions, I can see us going to 4-game winning streak. Then we're gonna go on a 2-game losing streak to Dallas and Washington. Then get our revenge against the Eagles. I say we lose against Washington, lose against Minnesota, beat the Eagles, and beat the Colts.
Wait, so you think you sweeping them?
So stop talking.
I just want to hear, like, bro.
Oh my God, I was talking, not you. So shut up.
You guys did that so fast. Jesus.
All right, who wants to give a prediction?
Mine.
Go right ahead, Raphael.
Okay, so that could be like anything but happened. Okay, so in September 11 against Tennessee Titans,
Real
they're
fast
gonna
before
win.
you go, Raphael. So, Logan, what did you have us finishing as?
So let me count. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I had a set 7 to 10.
7 and 10. That's what I have us at. Champ, what do you have us at? It's fine, Raphael.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna just say we're gonna win like 6 to 8 games. That's how I'm gonna sum it up.
Raphael, go right ahead.
All right, so September 11, Tennessee Titans versus New York Giants. Win Giants 1-0.
Oh,
Panthers 2-0. Win Giants. In September 26th, which is Monday Night Football against Dallas Cowboys, 3-0. Against Chicago Bears, 4 wins and 0 losses.
Okay, you got us starting off 4-0. Okay.
This is a Joel prediction right here.
Leave him alone.
hey, Logan, don't worry. We're gonna have 0 losses. It's all good, bro.
Go ahead, Raphael.
All right, for the Green Bay Packers, 4-1, 1 lose. For Baltimore Ravens against Lamar Jackson, there will be 2nd lose, 4-2. Against Jacksonville Jaguars, 5-2, which is very clear. Also, Seattle Seahawks is gonna be 6 wins and 2 loses by week. I will give it to the Houston Texans 6 wins and 3 loses. That's because Jared Stingley Jr. For Detroit Lions, I will give 7 wins and 3 loses. Against Dallas Cowboys, 8 wins and 3 loses. For the Washington Commanders, 10 wins and 3 loses because they're gonna sweep against Washington Commanders. For the Minnesota Vikings, 11 wins and 3 loses. For Indianapolis Colts,
Raphael, you mean losses?
Yeah, he means losses.
Yeah,
you know
losses.
what he means, guys. Come on.
I'm not
12. Yeah, it was gonna be like 12 wins
you
and
good,
3
you good.
loses. All right, so the last but not least, for the Philadelphia Eagles versus New York Giants. Well, I'm sorry to do that, but I will give 12 wins and 5 loses. Because why? Eagles gonna sweep Giants just like that.
So, can you my prediction?
Hey, guys, there's no time to be mean. Let Raphael keep talking. Raphael, the floor is yours. Hey, there's no enemy. We're not doing that tonight.
Continue, Raphael.
Oh my God! Well, the last but not least of
That's it. You went through the entire schedule. 12-5.
12 wins and 5 loses. But the only thing is, and there's a hot take, and the Eagles, they're gonna sweep against the Giants because after the drive right here is gonna be difficult to beat it. But I will say 12 wins and 5 loses. That's it.
Good prediction.
Losses. It's pronounced losses.
No,
Number one.
All right.
Losses.
He probably got
Yeah, yeah.
different accents. That's why he probably don't know. But good
Go right,
prediction though.
go right ahead, CJ.
First of all, let me bring some credibility back. The Giants are not sniffing double-digit wins. Okay, it ain't happening. Okay, everybody's got to realize that while yes, the Giants have a very pedestrian schedule. I understand that. We're literally playing the two worst divisions in football, the NFC East and the AFC South. I get that. Brand new regime, worst coach in the division, arguably the worst quarterback in the division, and probably has at best the third best defense in the division. So without all that being said, the Giants are not sniffing 10 or 11 wins, let alone 12, for crying out loud. But as far as breaking down the schedule, all I'm going to say is thankfully the Giants get all their quote unquote cupcake games at home. This will be a great way for this new regime, for this roster to test their strength against opponents of their caliber. Okay, listen, Dallas has owned us since Dak has been drafted. We have yet to beat the Cowboys since Dak Prescott. Since his rookie year. Okay, so the likelihood of us being Dallas once, let alone twice, is highly unlikely. I do think we'll be able, even though I have the Eagles winning the division, I do think we managed to steal a game against them. I just think, listen, much like Daniel Hurts is due for a stinker, and it's more probable that he does that against a divisional rival, likely at home. So right now I have the Giants winning. I'll say about 6 or 7 wins. To be kind.
Nas, you really getting after it, huh?
This is the worst podcast. Oh my god.
Hey,
Go ahead, CJ.
hey, hold up, yo, Mondu Nas is fucking up that
Man.
yo, he
He
eating
eating
that.
the booty like.
Nas,
Moving back.
I'm sorry. You can keep going.
Bro, what is going on tonight?
I don't know.
Moving
Stop
forward,
it, continue,
moving
CJ.
back.
Mondu
Moving back.
eating up that.
Again now, please put the schedule back up. Okay, now Tennessee, Logan, you're messing up my groove.
Chill, Logan.
Thank you for bringing credibility, CJ. I'm sorry. I just cannot deal with this tonight.
Any team that we're facing that has at least a competent level of success, we're not ready to hang with them yet. So easy losses to the Titans, the Packers, the Ravens. I don't think we're going to beat all of the teams that we're supposed to be. So I'm going to go opposite of you, Logan. I actually think we're going to beat Houston coming off of the bye while losing to the Lions. Because listen, the Lions defensively still have a long way to go, but offensively they could score. Like Jared Goff in his second year with your dad as a head coach, Ahmad Rod St. Brown, who we all loved, Jameson Williams, who was both our number one receiver before he tore up his ACL. By that point, he should be back and ready to go. And I just don't think this team is built to win in a shootout. I think often, bro. I think offensively we're gonna take a big jump in terms of our offensive production. But defensively, we just don't match up well against most teams. Like, yeah, I do think we'll be competent. I do think we'll be competent against the run. But tell me, other than Xavier, who can we count on in this secondary? Like, Adoree Jackson is going to be asked to be our number one corner, who I like, but he hasn't shown anything as far as being able to be our number one corner. And who's going to start on the outside and in the slot?
Me. I'm going to start.
Now, I like Aaron Robinson. I do think he's a good scheme fit for Wink and Xavier included. But much like Blake Martinez, we are one defensive back injury away from being trash in the secondary. And so, unless Aziz and Thibodeau are game wreckers just out of the gate, I don't see this defense being ranked any higher than like the 20th best unit. And listen, I loved it. And listen, you guys know how I feel. You guys know how I feel about Daniel. You know how much I love the Brian Dable hire. But Daniel at his best is a C plus B. At best, it's a C plus B minus maybe at the quarterback level. And that's assuming he stays healthy. So, again.
Real fast. CJ and Logan, and you guys hold it down. All you guys hold it down. I'll be back in like 5 minutes, all right?
Okay, so.
Okay. CJ, I don't mean to interrupt you, brother, but I don't think Daniel Jones, and this is just my opinion, because they still haven't picked up his option. And if any
they're not going to. They're not going to.
I know. But I think, in my opinion, Tyrod Taylor will be the starter by week 1. And I don't give a damn what any Giant fan got to say. I think Tyrod Taylor. Listen to me, and I'm gonna look in the camera too. I'm gonna look in the camera too.
It cut you off.
Wait, hold on.
Zion, excuse me, Jaden, let him finish.
I'm gonna look in the camera too. I don't give a damn what no Giant fan or anybody in this chat got to say. I think Tyrod Taylor is getting that job because
he will. I agree.
Because simple fact is, like I said, like I brought in the draft, like I brought up in the draft. They didn't pick up his 5th year option because we picked up Lamar's 5th year option. Let's keep that in mind. And when you notice that, you get a certain idea, you be like, okay, so what's going on? Maybe they don't trust this guy and everything because he have really shown nothing. I'm not taking nothing away from what he's done so far as a quarterback because any quarterback, in my opinion, deserves a chance. And stuff like that. But like I said in the board of the draft, I didn't pick up his 5th year option. So it's just like, and then y'all signed Tyrod Taylor in the offseason. So that should just give y'all an idea. Go ahead, CJ.
Nah,
Logan and Nas, I have a question for the both of you.
I was joking. Daniel Jones is the starter.
Okay, Nas, I'm going to look in the camera and ask you a question. Do you have a bridge to sell me?
Huh?
Do you have a bridge to sell me?
What's that?
Do you know? It's a rhetorical question. Do you have a bridge to sell me?
No.
Just okay. That is the likelihood of Tyrod starting week 1. You have a better chance at finding a snowball in hell than you have Tyrod starting. Tyrod Taylor is used for insurance in case A, Daniel has a setback with his neck injury. B, he gets hurt midway through the year, or 3, and this is possible to happen. He stinks up the joint throughout the season. That is the only way.
Okay, well, CJ, I have to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Isn't the Giants a racist team in the NFL?
Wait a minute. Are the Giants the richest team in the NFL?
Are the Giants a racist team?
No.
What? Sure?
No.
Hold on. Okay, hold on.
No.
When the last time y'all had a black NFL head coach?
Geno Smith. Geno Smith.
He said
a head coach.
No, you said when was the last time we had a head? When was the last time?
a black head coach.
Yeah, he said head coach, my boy.
Oh, head coach. I don't think we've
Never.
ever had one.
Never.
Exactly.
What does that have to do? What does that have to do with the pricing chain in China?
Oh, do you remember when Brian Flores put out that lawsuit and everything because he? Hold on. And then and Jaden, I know you behind that camera looking at me because you know what I'm talking about is true.
Oh my God.
Ho.
No, let him finish. Let him finish because I cannot wait to get to this. Go ahead and finish, Nas.
Not because I follow in NFL news every day, and Brian Flores, and I forgot who was the other black head coach who followed up on his lawsuit and everything because
Doug Williams?
The guy who got fired from Houston last year.
We still don't have enough black head coaches as in the NFL. And my thing is this: we need to give black people opportunities, such as black quarterbacks. There should be more black quarterbacks in the league. And I get when people like, well, I got to look at our talent. I got to look at white people's talent. But Tyrod Taylor is not all that bad though. Like, we drafted him. He been on the Bills, but I'm trying to tell y'all this. Y'all haven't picked up Daniel Jones' option. You haven't resigned him. You haven't done nothing in talks or contracts with him. So it's just like
DJ, bro. They ain't gonna start Tyrod. They might, bro. If DJ is bad by like week 5, they gonna start him. But to answer your question,
I will say they won't give him a shot in preseason, but preseason wouldn't mean nothing whether he does good or bad.
To answer your question, though, man, it's been 3 quarterbacks that won the quarterback or won the Super Bowl that was black, and that was
the color of your skin has nothing to do with winning Super Bowls, Miz.
Yeah, and
what I was gonna say about the whole Tyrod Taylor situation,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't
let him go. Hold up.
I don't think.
Hold up.
Let him go.
I do agree. Tyrod Taylor is going to start at some point in the season, because I know that the Giants have a stretch every year where we lose 2, 3, 4 games in a row. It happens every year for the Giants. So I think when that happens, Tyrod Taylor's going to come in. But say Daniel Jones does well, he's going to start the whole year. But if Daniel Jones messes up, Tyrod Taylor's coming in.
And me and Jay have been going back and forth because I've been saying I don't know about this kid Daniel Jones. He said, "Well, Nas, let's just get an O-line and see." Now,
but that's the thing, though. That's the thing. It's a different opinion with you. It's a different opinion with you with the way the
y'all got your O-line. Like I said, if he don't show nothing, y'all getting another quarterback. And I'm surprised y'all didn't take Malik Willis.
Look, I'll say this though: if Daniel Jones does bad for the first 6 weeks, we're putting in Tyrod Taylor.
If he does bad for the first 3 weeks,
why so long though?
Nas, that's the thing.
What's going on?
That's the thing that
Listen. One person at a time.
I wanna say something real quick.
We're the Giants. We always put in players late to start.
Why so long though? Like your season is over by then. If you left on a losing streak.
Nas, we've been doing that for
years. I'm not agreeing with you.
We always do that.
Yo, hold up, Nas. Oh, you just look at you understand what you're saying, right? It's like from your perspective to what the Giants
is going on.
It's completely different.
What did I walk back into?
Yeah, from what Mara is saying.
What's up, Levance? Thank you for joining us tonight.
It's completely different, my boy, because you looking at it from your standpoint, and just because you got an opinion don't mean it's true. It's different from the way you looking at it and the way that's the Giants looking at it, because they're gonna start Jones because right now,
they're gonna start him. Yeah.
I'm not saying Jones is the safest quarterback they got at the option right now, but that's what they looking at it. They brought Dable to fix him, and try to see if he can, be ever like a solid QB. So they're gonna start him week 1 either way.
We're not talking about like Daniel Jones like he Josh Allen, because Josh Allen. I remember when Josh Allen first came in the league. The arm was there, the accuracy wasn't. So my thing is, are y'all betting on Daniel Jones to be like Josh Allen?
Hell no, they can't.
Here's the thing. We're done making excuses for Daniel Jones, but this is the first time that he actually had looking to look like hopefully a stable offensive line. And if that happens, honestly, Tyrod Taylor came here because he's a way better backup quarterback than Glennon. and Daniel Jones is going to store it. He is going to
And
be our
Drake Fry.
quarterback. You have to understand too that when Josh Allen came into the league, he had a lot of problems. He had a lot of questions too. And what Brian Dable brought out in him and that coaching staff, what they built was a talented elite quarterback. And I'll let you go in a second. And I'm not going to sit up here and tell you that that's going to be Daniel Jones in next year. He's going to be automatically like take a giant leap forward. But what I will say is he's right now they're building this offense and this team for him and not for Tyron Taylor. If he gets injured and he goes down, hopefully God forbid, then Taylor is there as a better backup quarterback. But I can tell you this right now, this is probably going to be his best offense he had since coming into the league, and that's another factor of the fact that he had different offensive coordinators, different head coaches. Josh Allen had the same regime ever since he was drafted, and I know Slay is raising his hand, so let's go, Slay. What do you need to say?
No, I was just gonna ask you to like the actual New York Giants fans here. What's a realistic season for Daniel Jones, and what's like a good season for him?
All right, listen. I don't care about statistics. If we win games and if we're playing meaningful games into November and December, I'll be happy. But if we are a losing team, the only way to figure out if Daniel Jones is the problem is by statistics if we're a losing team. So if the rest of the team isn't performing well, what I want to see out of Daniel Jones, at least 3,500 yards, because he hasn't put up 3,000 yards in 2+ seasons. And I also want to see more than 15 passing touchdowns for the first time in 2 seasons. And I want less than 10 fumbles and interceptions.
I get that. The thing is, like, I'm trying to see like how he is as an overall quarterback, because I understand what you're saying, because like I don't even really look at statistics, but sometimes in a way, it's just like overall QB.
Go ahead, Nas.
Yeah. Okay. So look,
we'll cut to you after Raphael.
Back to the O-line situation. Now I know y'all believe y'all O-line wasn't good and everything, but some teams that didn't have a good O-line still made the playoffs and everything. But I bring it back to y'all defense. Y'all defense is amazing, and a lot of teams' defense, despite their O-line, put them in the playoffs. Pittsburgh Steelers made it. They didn't have no O-line.
Well, you gotta go into account too that you just named the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's Mike Tomlin. Like you're naming the elite regime.
I get that. And I get that, and I noticed who y'all last coach was. Which I'm gonna bring this game up.
And you gotta understand too that he was a Pat Shermer pick, so he had multiple offenses.
But do you remember the game? Do you remember that same game that y'all was? And these is not games that y'all getting blown out in. These are games that y'all losing games in, or these are games that y'all losing that are close and everything. Like you remember the Kansas City Chiefs game that y'all was really in, where I really feel like y'all could have won that and everything. That game, the Tampa Bay game, I thought y'all was in. It's just been so much. The Giants.
We lost by 20 points.
Tampa Bay.
We lost by 20 to Tampa. Yeah.
Let's get to
They got clapped by the Bucs.
Yeah, I know. Even the year that Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl when y'all played the year.
Yeah, in 2020 we lost by 2 points, but the last year we got clapped.
That was I know what you're talking about. You're talking about when Daniel Jones went like the opposite direction through an interception to a defensive line.
Let's go to Raphael fast, and then we'll come back.
Yeah, though, y'all got the weapons. Y'all had the weapons last year, but the receivers got hurt. You had the receivers was hurt. Everything got hurt. I saw the injury and everything. I don't like. I forgot which one of them quarterbacks that I don't like. It was either Jake Forum or Mike Glennon.
It was both of them.
Even if you look at our defense.
I'm not even just talking about I'm not even just talking about how they play on the field. I'm talking about off the field and stuff like that.
Probably talking about Glennon. You talking about Glennon probably because Fromm is a dude that
I'm rooting for the Giants to win this division. I'm really am. Because I see talent. I see nothing but talent. Defensively, and I held on this to religiously my whole football fan life career and everything. Defense wins championships. They win divisions.
I agree.
And everything.
I agree.
So
after this.
Nas, I'll just say this real quick. Look, here's my personal opinion. Sure, we got the most talent wherever y'all want to say, right? Here's the problem, though. We're not winning enough games to see that. I feel like we have a lot of talent, but we're losing. So talent really doesn't mean nothing. It
We
will
was
games.
Yo,
what
Zion,
Champ was saying
I
too.
want
We
to say
was
a
a
hot
team
take
without
after.
identity.
I
Zion,
want to
can
say a
you
hot
pull up
take
the
after
schedule again?
Raphael goes. It's really not even
Yeah,
that much
let's
of a hot
let's let Raphael go and then we'll
take.
pull
Go
up the
ahead,
schedule.
Oh yes, because I'm about to lay right now, but I guarantee you that well, after seeing the schedule of New York Giants, I correct that one because there will be 12 wins and 5 losses. But why? Because well, between the series between Philadelphia Eagles versus
Keep
New
on
York
talking,
Giants,
Raphael.
that will be difficult to me because Big Slay. There's a hot take. Philadelphia Eagles will sweep the New York Giants by
That's
2
really that's
points.
not even that much of a hot take, my boy. You can keep going.
I mean, because after the draft, because AJ Brown didn't anything about it. So for me, Eagles gonna win 13 games and 4 losses.
Jesus, Raphael.
Damn,
And
What is going on with
Giants.
you? What Raphael, what is going on with you tonight? You need to stop that.
damn, my nigga, thank you.
Joking. Go, Raphael. I was joking.
Hey, it's
Oh.
his opinion, bro. Don't be bashing on the man because it's damn opinion.
You just
I
just said you're gonna win 13 games, bro. Come on.
crazy.
The Eagles are not
it's
winning
his
13 games.
opinion,
It's not
bro.
gonna
But,
happen.
but look though, just say L's though. Just
I
say
would.
L's.
It's not that good to be winning 13 games for
The
anybody.
Giants are probably not gonna win 12 too, my man. It's just it's so
Bro,
hard,
I
man.
don't even think
The
they'll-
NFL, like, it's just so hard, and
I
you
don't
gotta
think
be
they're gonna win
really great.
12,
You
but I
gotta be
think they
really
can
great
win
to hit
10.
those numbers, Raphael. And for the Eagles to win 13 games, bro, like,
I think we won like
wow.
11 or 10 games, something like that.
11.
You're entitled
Bro,
to
Yeah,
your own
because
opinion,
look
anything
at
bro.
happens.
Jaden, you act like
Anything
our
does
schedule.
happen.
Wait, hold up, Zion. You look like, bro, Jaden. Do you even know who we playing on our
I
schedule?
can see that.
But y'all not gonna win 11 games. I promise you that.
Yo, pull up our schedules, Zion. Pull up our schedule.
But
I
you can't lie. They made the playoffs. I ain't gonna lie. They made the playoffs last year, and with this
Yeah,
team, they could do it
we
again.
we had 9 wins last year. So what makes you
Wait,
think?
wait,
we 2 more wins?
I have my Bluetooth headphones in my kitchen making something. Who said that the Eagles are going to win 13 games?
That was Raphael. I'm sorry.
Hey man, you're entitled to your.
Yeah,
That
Rob, yeah,
was
you got to chill with
me.
that, bro.
Yeah.
Not 13 though.
That
Not
was
gonna
me.
happen,
I was
man.
acting like crazy. Right.
Yo, bro,
We know.
Logan, this man Jaden said is a stretch for us to win 11
What's
games.
your hot take,
I
Seth?
have the Eagles winning 10.
That's fair. But the thing I was trying to say that and this is really not that much of a hot
Can't
take.
believe I'm putting this up right now, but here's your schedule.
Giants had 4 wins last year. The Giants had 4 wins last year. I understand that, but this year, like because of their schedule, bro, y'all got a hard ass schedule. I think y'all win it like 3 games.
Us?
Yeah, you're
Bro,
crazy. Seth.
y'all
Yeah.
ain't gonna be that good this year. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
Zion, he's not even an Eagles fan. He's a Lions fan. We know this
All right,
already.
listen, CJ, CJ, do this. Stay off the week. Do it.
I'm entitled to my own opinion, bro.
All right,
Listen,
listen. It's
listen.
been
Wait,
a
Oh
hold
my
long
on.
time.
god.
Logan,
I see Nas with the Big Mac.
Slay. How many
What?
games did we win last year?
4. That's it.
4.
And look at your schedule, my guy.
4.
It's easy.
It's not.
So hold on a second. Slay.
It is
Hi-
not. Oh my god.
Now we got the easy schedule. We got the easy.
So Slay. We won 4 games last year, correct?
You won 4, yes.
We won 4 games.
And you're winning 3 this year.
Would you agree that the O line is better than what it was last year?
Yeah, but look at your schedule. That's the point.
Okay, hold on a second. Would you agree? Wouldn't you agree? At least in terms of having, at the bare minimum, a competent level offense, at least mine, that Brian Dable is better than Joe Judge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. This year, we're playing the 2 easiest. This year, we play the 2 easiest divisions: the NFC East and the AFC South.
Yes.
2 of them, as a matter of fact, between those 8 teams, 3 of them could very easily have top 10 picks. Between us, Jacksonville, and Houston. This team won 4 games last year.
Man, all of those teams improved.
Where did Jacksonville get better?
Jacksonville, bro.
Where did Jacksonville get better?
All right, let me
not.
explain myself because I brought up the point, right? Jacksonville, we all understand that this is still a revamping team, rebuilding team, bro. They got a new head coach, right? An actual Super Bowl winning head coach. They got another receiver to add up to Marvin Jones. They added
Christian Kirk,
bro.
Christian Kirk.
All right, CJ, I got you.
they
I
added
got you. I got
two
you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Stay
Bro,
off
you ain't
the
gonna they're not even gonna let me explain. Like you let me explain.
Oh my god, they don't let me explain at all.
They got Butterfingers. I agree with CJ. They got Butterfingers. Do you think Butterfingers?
I don't care if Evan Ingram has
one at a time, please. Raphael,
he fits that
you good, right?
Bro, he's going to a new scheme, right? And he fits that offense. Evan Ingram is going to a new
gonna fix his hair.
Logan, let him finish.
He goes to a new offense with a better head coach. And then you add Zay Jones. I'm not saying Zay Jones is good. You pay him $10 million, which is stupid. Paying Christian Kirk that much money is stupid. But either way, they both were productive last year. They both were productive the last couple of years. And then look what you already have. Marvin Jones. I know you lost DJ Chark, but you added Brandon Scherf. And then look at what you did defensively. You added Devin Lloyd and Trayvon Walker. I'm not saying they're gonna be good, but don't act like that team is terrible. Like
you're not acting like that team is terrible, Slade. You're defending a team that hasn't proved anything yet.
No, I'm not. You're defending the Jacksonville. The point that I'm trying to make here is that I think they improved like a little bit.
Of course they improved. I don't think
but you act like it's a stretch for me to say that they're better than you.
We're not acting like it's a stretch.
No, 3 games.
Slay, I am not arguing that the Giants may lose games that they're supposed to win. I have us losing to Houston coming up, and I think we can lose to Houston coming off of a bye.
What teams do you have beating? What teams do you have beating?
What team? Well, here's the thing. I think we're gonna at least win. I think we can very easily win 1 or 2 games within the division alone. Like barring any major, barring any major injuries, I think we could steal a game or 2 just within the division.
With everybody, and that's 3 games right there.
And then just looking at the AFC North. The Jaguars are not a bad team. They're a dumpster fire.
AFC South.
No, Jaden. Yeah, Nas.
But they better than you.
It's the South. Continue.
Nas, let me finish. The Jaguars are a dumpster fire. They will be out of Jacksonville within a span of 3 years, and Trevor Lawrence is going to be on another team. Trent Baalke is going to have another hit list on teams that he's ruined. Overpaying for Zay Jones and Christian Kirk was just the start, and then you overdraft Trayvon Walker with the first overall pick. That's number 1. Number 2, Seattle is going to be awful. They're going to be among the worst teams in football, if not the worst. They won 5 games with Russell Wilson being relatively healthy last year, and they're starting either Geno Smith or Drew Lock. Now, I am not advocating that Daniel Jones is a top 20 quarterback. You know who's the one? You know who the 2 quarterbacks I know for a fact that he's better than Drew Lock and Geno Smith, and they have probably the worst defense in all of football. With Jamal Adams, the most overrated safety, is your best player on that defense. You have a problem. And then going down to the Carolina Panthers. We trashed them last year when we were bad with a bad coach and a bad O-line. Now you're gonna tell me that Sam Darnold, who sees ghosts every time he shows up at MetLife Stadium, is going to be any better than what he was last year? Please. And then let me get to the Chicago Bears, the team who we stole Evan Neal from. Now listen, I like Justin Fields. I think the kid's got a lot of promise, but with a brand new coach, no number 1 receiver, a battle line, a running back that's hit or miss, and a rookie coach. Who does that remind me of? The Giants just 2 years ago, where they stole a couple of wins against a bad NFC East.
Stop it.
NFC North between the Lions and the Vikings got supremely better, while the Bears got absolutely worse. Now again, I am not saying that the Giants are going to beat all of these teams, that they're going to win all their gimme games. But the fact that we're only going to win three, I just gave you at least 4 or 5 wins right there. 4 or 5 wins right there, and that's including winning a game or two within the division. I do not think the Giants are going to sniff double-digit wins at all. But 3 wins?
Can I give you the wins and losses for you guys? All right. The first game you're losing to the Titans. Right? That's 0-1. And then, bro, Jaden acts like you're gonna destroy the Panthers. No, you're not destroying nothing.
Your point. Hold on, guys.
So Logan, you act like they didn't improve. You act like they just sat around and did nothing in the offseason.
Your point is invalid, bro. You can't sit up here and say that the Eagles are gonna win 11 games and then turn right back around and say the Giants are gonna win 3. You look like a fucking dumbass.
I said 11.
It doesn't matter what knowledge you have on the NFL. You're looking real fucking stupid,
bro. You act like the Giants are some fucking.
I have the Giants winning 7 games. I don't have the Giants. I don't have the Giants like what you think. We all have the Giants, but the fact of the matter is, you have the Eagles winning 11 games, and you have the Giants
10.
winning 3. I'm so excited to play you, and I'm so excited to see Tavon sack Jalen Hurts, and I'm so excited to see us pressure him, and he's gonna be scrambling for his fucking life. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to watch our games now.
Can I tell you something? I bet you an average NFL fan, and not any of y'all here, average NFL fan would tell you, that the Giants are not good, and they're not going to do shit ever.
Wait, no, you're going to
wait. But as of this moment,
please.
Y'all suck right now.
Let me go.
Y'all suck.
Kick him out. Kick him out. Kick him out for 5 seconds, please.
Chill, Logan. Chill.
None of us.
Chill, Logan. Chill. You need to chill, Logan. We don't need that.
You need some water. Okay.
Go ahead, Nas.
I was saying, can you pull up the Eagles schedule before we make any other decision? I need to see their whole schedule, top to bottom, please.
I don't.
Oh, what if I can't do this anymore?
No,
I need to see the schedule. I haven't looked at the Giants' full schedule.
Stop that. I haven't seen the Giants. When you're ready to come back. You let us know when you're ready to come back. Okay, Raphael?
Yeah.
All right. You clean that up. You good?
I need to see
okay. Okay, everybody good?
Can I say one thing?
Please just make it calm, okay? Because
I would literally call someone right now on my phone.
Go, Raphael.
Let me say something.
No, wait. Go, Raphael.
Yeah, I just figured it out that I'm about to leave, but I just gave my opinion right here because I just told that the New York Giants will win 12 games and 5 losses, and that's my opinion right now.
No, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Like it's not your fault at this conversation at all. So don't blame yourself. We're just having a debate, and that's all it is, Raphael.
Listen.
Okay, I got it. But I'm about to leave right now. But keep doing the good job, and I'm sorry about that. So have a nice night, gentlemen. And I just brought my water to calm me down. So
put in it.
All right,
Logan, I'm gonna give you 5.
No. Let me talk.
I'll give you 5 minutes to explain. Go ahead.
You have a good one, Raphael.
Please.
All right, so I don't have to explain anything because none of us here once said Not all of us have some sort of credibility, and none of us here said that the Giants were a good team. You just said that
Raphael
we
said
had
you're gonna win 12 games. Okay.
Slay, he's not a Giants fan. You were specifically talking about New York Giants fans. None of us here said that the Giants had any sort of credibility and that they were a good team. I myself said that the Giants were lucky to win 7 games. Personally, I have them winning 5 to 8. So don't stand here and say that any of us said that we're a good team. The Giants are a trash organization right now. We don't know what they're going to be. For all we know, you could be right, and Brian Dable could be worse than Bill O'Brien because he's a rookie. We do not know. But do not stand here and say that the Giants do not have a good enough roster on paper to win at least 7 games.
And to win more than 3 games. Like, here's your schedule. You have us winning 3 games. Let's see where you get the Eagles 11.
Okay, the Lions game, that's a win. The Vikings game, that's a loss. The Commanders game, that's a win. The Jaguars game, that's a win. The
Massive win. So you're just blowing out them. Massive wins.
No, I think we're gonna win in a tough, hard, close game.
Okay, because you just said massive wins 3 times.
Let me talk, my G. I just said we're gonna win. That's literally that all came out.
You said massive win.
That's literally what came out my mouth. When did I say that?
Let him finish
Miz, I just said it's a win, but what do you want me to say? I never said that the Lions was an easy win. Like, let me fucking talk.
Well, you just said massive win. Massive win is winning by 21 points or more.
I just said a win. What did I say after that? Did I say anything bad after that? No, I didn't say anything after that.
Continue.
The Cardinals game is a loss. The Cowboys game is a win. We have a bye. And then the Steelers game, that's a loss. The Texans game is a win. The Commanders game is a win. The Colts game is a loss. The Packers game is a win. The Titans game is a win. The Giants game is a win. The Bears game is a win. The Cowboys game is a loss. The Saints game is a win. And the Giants game is a loss because I think we're going to rest our starters. And that's why I have us going 11 or 10 wins. That's why. That's literally why.
The only thing I would change is the only thing I would change, Slay, is I don't think you guys are ready to be the Packers on prime time yet.
Okay, what makes that hard?
What makes that hard?
I know it's Aaron Rodgers, but what
Vikings?
I understand the trenches that they built, but I think we have. Oh, bro, look at what we did a couple years ago. It was Thursday Night Football. And if you take Devontae Adams out of context, it was a back and forth shoot game where it was like running and passing. And Carson Wentz had like 160 yards in that game, but we had like 3 touchdowns, rushing, 3 or something like that, in the rushing area. So what makes it so hard that we can't beat the Packers?
Because his Aaron.
Excuse me. The Packers. The last 2 years have had a top 10 defense. Jalen Hurts historically struggles against top 10 level defenses. So, and again, now this game we're in Philly, I gave you guys a shot, but what is that? Prime time at Lambeau. Nah, you guys are not.
We beat them in Lambeau a couple years ago at Thursday Night Football when Carson Wentz only had 160 yards. So how can we do it again?
I'm not saying y'all can. I'm just listen. You got
because it's a different season, bro. You can't just
no. It's not even. It's not even that. I just. To me, the Eagles are about a year away to being like legit contenders. Like the only way that I see Green Bay losing a big game in this spot is if Aaron Rodgers is looking down the sideline and sees someone as his potential equal. Jalen Hurts is not there. Jalen Hurts is just simply not there yet.
Understandable.
Mondu said one year from being good contenders.
I think Nas wanted to say something though after he's been waiting.
Yeah, I was trying to say I didn't even get to do the Giants schedule, but since we're in the Eagles schedule first, well, going back to what Slay said with Green Bay, I think they can sneak one because the fact that Devontae Adams is not there, it hurts. So, and then you got to take in consideration. So they're gonna lean on their run game a little more because y'all remember when Green Bay didn't have Devontae Adams against the undefeated Cardinals, so they used their run game to get them the dub and stuff like that. I think Aaron Jones had like three rushing touchdowns that night. And then you gotta take in consideration they stacked it in the middle, so they can't really run the ball. You got not let's see who they got here. They have Fletcher Cox in the middle. You got your rookie Jordan Davis. Who else is on that line?
Javon Hargrave.
Javon Hargrave. Oh my God, I hated
Milton
that kid.
Williams.
I hated that kid on the Pittsburgh Steelers. You got him.
Hassan Reddick.
Hassan Reddick. You
Josh
have all of
Sweat.
these guys, and I don't know what shape that David Bakatari. How you say his name? David
David
Bakatari.
Bakhtiari.
Yeah, I don't know what shape he's gonna be in. So I don't know. Maybe they could slowly sneak one in, and if they do win, it'll probably be like a field goal, something like that. But knowing Aaron Rodgers, I know how he can get down and dirty. Damn, the Warriors beat them. Yeah. So I didn't predict this. I didn't predict the schedule all night, but yeah, though I just wanted to get on that Green Bay game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really wasn't trying to just be rude and just be an Eagles biased fan and just say the Giants are just gonna have 3 wins. Just to say, I was just trying to actually give my opinion. But
and you was knowing what you were supposed to do.
I just think the way that the Giants are at right now and it's like schedule from what I see, there's a lot of tough games, and I understand that the Jags aren't a great team. But you cannot tell me that they did not improve. The Lions improved.
Where did they get better?
Yeah, where did they get better, Slay?
Defensively and offensively.
How did their defense get better?
They added arguably the best linebacker in the class. And as much as people like to bash Trayvon Walker, I'm not a fan of Walker. It's just that they're looking at his upside.
Trayvon get drafted?
You gotta let me explain. You have to also look at his talent and his upside. And he's matching up against a guy that almost is comparable to him with Josh Allen. And that's the only reason they drafted him, because they look at him to be at a ceiling as a Josh Allen. So it's like you're gonna get the same player kind of at outside linebacker, defensive and pass rushing.
And then they get a linebacker too. Didn't they get a linebacker late in this
Yeah, they got Lloyd and Chad Muma.
Got Lloyd, yeah. So they're trying to rebuild their 2017 defense, which I wish they would have had another cornerback to their situation.
You gotta ask
me the Giants schedule though.
Who Jaguars have on secondary?
They don't have anyone, but that's why you got a line. That's why you got a line, Jaden.
I mean, at some point, if you
also. Yeah, and I had you guys splitting with us, by the way, Zion. Yeah, I had you splitting with us the last game of the season. I had you winning that only because we're probably gonna rest our starters. And then the other 2 wins comes from the Bears, and I also had you beating the Seahawks.
How can the Eagles get this, but we can't? How does
what's going on, guys?
Wait, what you say? What you say, Jay?
Okay.
I can't hear anything, Don. Your mic is. I don't hear anything from.
Yeah, somebody's mic is going in and out.
Somebody's mic is horrible.
Yo, Miz, your mic. Miz, your mic is.
Use your mic, bro.
The reception on the mic is just not hitting right now.
All right, so can I do the Giants schedule?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay, so the Tennessee Titans, that's a 4:00 game. That's away. So I'm going to give the Tennessee Titans a dub. The Panthers. Now I seen that. Did y'all play the Panthers last year? Right?
They beat them 25-0. Yeah.
Okay, so I have the Giants beating the Carolina Panthers. Dallas at home at y'all house. I got Dallas winning. Chicago. It seemed like y'all always get a dub against Chicago. So I gotta take the Giants against Chicago. Green Bay, that's a L. That's a L. Everything against Aaron Rodgers. Against us, that's a L. Against the Jaguars, that's a win. Against the Seahawks, that's a win. Bye week. The Texans, let me see, that's home. Against the Texans, I give the Giants a win. Against the Lions, y'all play. That's Thanksgiving, week 11.
Nah, we played Dallas on Thanksgiving.
Y'all play Dallas on Thanksgiving. Okay. Oh, it says right there. My bad.
It's a
Excuse
week
me.
before Thanksgiving.
Excuse me.
We played them. Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even keep count of the wins, like the numbers. The Lions, I have y'all losing. Dallas, I got y'all beating Dallas.
The Lions,
That's Miz. Turn your mic
y'all
up.
gotta mute your mic, bro.
All right, we good.
Nope.
I got y'all sneaking past Dallas. Washington Commanders, that boring ass name. Week 13, I have y'all beating the Commanders. I have y'all sweeping the Commanders. The Eagles, I think y'all gonna lose to them week 14 and take the W week 18. Against the Vikings, I have y'all let me see, that's away. I got y'all beating the Vikings and the Colts. And then I have y'all losing the Colts.
This man said the Giants are gonna beat the Vikings. That's crazy.
They got no O-line. That's why I got them. That's why I got them winning.
They had a Pro Bowler. They had a Pro Bowler at offensive line last year. The Reef dude.
Yes.
The Reef dude.
Yeah, but we talking about one though, Slay. And what is he, like a guard?
But they offensive line is solid. They ain't terrible.
They pass rushers getting to Kirk Cousins can't move, baby.
I don't know.
Kirk Cousins can't move. He is an immobile quarterback.
Quarterbacks like he ain't that good.
Miz, welcome to
Oh,
the
what
program.
is
Let's
Nah, but last year Kirk Cousins played lights out though.
Wait, Jaden, what does that make Daniel Jones then?
Here's the thing, Slay. You can't sit up here and debate the man on us winning against the Vikings, and that's more realistic than you saying we're gonna win 3 games. You take out the Jacksonville Jaguars because you've been, I don't know, tooting the horn the whole night. I can still see us not sweeping, but tying with every team in the division. So that's 3 wins on that. Beating Carolina, beating Houston, and beating Lions. So right there, that's 6 wins. I count. So the fact of the matter is, you gave us 3. He just said he has us winning against the Vikings. That's more realistic than us winning 3 games.
And you heard what I said, though, Zion. I said the Lions, the Texans, the Jags. You're gonna lose every single one of those games, but it's gonna be a tough fought, hard game.
You don't know. We don't know that.
But that's the thing. We're gonna lose every single one of those games. But you play
injured or the Giants can get injured. We don't know this yet.
You're gonna play the exact same teams, and you automatically you're gonna win, right? Like you sat and you reviewed your schedule and you gave them wins, but when it comes to us, you're saying that we're gonna be in close games
because we're just a more talented team than you, and that's facts.
But it doesn't come down.
We're better than you.
Hold on. Agree or disagree? It's I just mind blowing that you only have.
So you think that the Giants are better?
Wait. Hold on.
It's mind boggling.
So you won 4 games last year, and it's a stretch to say that you're going to win 3 when there's a lot of people.
There's a lot of improvement that we had last year
in the NFL
we didn't have this year.
that have you winning 3 games.
You know the NFL.
Where's the stretch coming from?
The stretch is coming from because I don't know who you're listening to that have the Giants winning 3
Actually,
games.
Vegas got the Giants at 7.5. So
that's only one. I'm talking about NFL.
That's Vegas. What are you talking about? That's Vegas.
Okay,
Vegas. That's Vegas, bro. That's not just
betting into context.
These are the people that make the odds. That's Vegas, bro.
I can tell you
those are the odds.
Give me a lot of money to do their odds and do their research.
I can tell you people that say they're going to win 3 games, and I bet you're going to hear a lot.
Those people are haters. Stop it, bro.
I
They're not winning 3 games, man.
Is coming from,
I gave you. I gave you my
line alone, bro.
I gave you my
improvement.
I gave you my.
He has the Eagles winning 11 games, and he has the Giants
3 games though.
But okay, how many games do you think they're winning then? How many games do you
7.
think
I think they're gonna have a playoff record. Either
I
like
have a
9
7,
games.
8 wins.
9 games? Where are those 9 games gonna come from?
Where's
I
the
got the
11 coming
Giants at
from
8.
the Eagles?
That's realistic.
I just told you we're gonna beat the
But
Titans.
people
We're
tend
gonna
to
beat
forget about
You
three
just
teams
told
in
me
the
you're gonna
division.
magically just walk
Wait,
in and beat the
hold.
Titans.
Slay, you forget that 3 teams can make the playoffs in the division.
I know that, but it ain't gonna be the damn Giants though. That's
Well,
for,
do you not
that's
know who's on
for
our
sure.
defensive line? And obviously they're unproven. But
That's
good luck.
my point.
That's
But
what
my
I'm gonna
thing is
say.
this,
Good
Slay,
luck.
we making opinions at the end of the day. We don't know if these teams is gonna get hurt. We don't know if the Giants is gonna get hurt. We don't know that.
Bro,
Exactly.
a lot of y'all,
Hey,
a lot of y'all making it seem like the Giants are the fucking end all
Yes,
be
But
all when
not
this
because
team
when
is
you
trash.
it's like taking a step backwards and like, dude, do you not see how much improvement we made
You
in
have.
Yo,
Look at
roster
your
yo,
I'm gonna
Slay,
say 3
Slay,
games.
or
Slay,
team in
Slay.
general?
That's
Yo,
a
culture
yo,
change.
one sec. If we're talking about injuries here, the Giants have been one of the most injured teams in the league. But let's not forget,
Not like last year. We was.
Kobe Dean has severe injuries all over
He
his
was.
body. AJ Brown is lucky to play 7 games a year.
Let's
Wait,
not go there, but
he
let's
was.
just
Wait, hold
let's
on,
just
Logan.
You only took 2 players into context.
we
What
was
about
the
the rest
injured-
of the
we-
roster?
Logan,
How
we
do you
was
know
the most
Devontae
injured
Smith
team.
won't get lit up by a linebacker over the middle
real
of the
fast,
field?
too.
Because
Like,
he didn't get
how do
injured.
we? So you're just gonna dismiss
we was the most
Brian
injured team
Dable.
last
You're
year.
just gonna dismiss Rick Mortendale. You're just gonna dismiss them. Brian Dable
I
and Rick
never said
Mortendale is not good enough to win 3 games. You're out of your fucking mind.
I never said
That's exactly
anything
what you
about
did.
that.
That's
The
exactly
thing
what you
is,
did when you had us winning 3 games.
I've given you luck, and I've given you the benefit of the doubt. I understand that you improved. You added a new head coach, a better head coach than your last one. You still don't know, but I think he will be better.
Don't know.
You added one of the best defensive coordinators in the league, right? With Wink Martindale.
But you have us taking a
added
step
more
backwards.
talent defensively and offensively.
Exactly.
But the
So you
thing
have us
is,
taking a step
look
backwards.
at your schedule, bro.
The
Average
schedule's
NFL
on the
fan will
screen,
tell
bro.
you.
You were looking at the
Not 3
schedule and you
games,
have
though.
us losing
3
close
games,
games
though.
against. You said we're gonna lose against the Jaguars, the
What
Texans,
is
and the
what is
Lions.
wrong with that though?
No
What is
way.
wrong with saying you're gonna lose a close game to Houston? They were competitive.
Because it makes
last
you
year.
look like a fucking
The
idiot.
best
They
team
beat.
that they got.
Wait,
Out of
you
them 3
understand?
teams, hold on.
You
Out of
understand
them
that
3
they beat the
teams,
Chargers last year?
out
I
of
don't
3
think
teams,
you
they got the
understand
best
that
chance
time.
to lose
You
to
don't
the
understand.
Lions.
One at a time.
No, I'm saying.
Nas, go right ahead.
Now,
I'm saying-
Zion doesn't understand that. But go ahead.
I'm saying-
What I'm trying to do, Slay, is I'm not trying to make you look like a fucking idiot. You look like a fucking idiot.
You don't understand. You don't understand that they beat the
I'm
Chargers last
done.
year.
Pat, talk to this motherfucker.
Uh-oh.
I don't have a buy Slay button.
Uh-oh.
This is
I don't gotta
exactly
keep
why the
saying
buy
anything.
slate button was created.
I wish I had a buy Slay
What's up,
button.
Pat? What's up?
So you mean to tell me that you only have us winning 3 games, my guy? And we got the Bears, the Lions, the Jaguars, the Texans, the Seahawks, and you got your fucking Eagles winning 11 games. Remember when I told you guys, even Miz didn't believe me at the point, not calling out the Miz. But remember when I told you motherfuckers that y'all didn't beat anybody that had a winning record, and when y'all went to the playoffs, y'all was gonna get y'all ass whooped?
Yep.
Because the Buccaneers could stop the run. And let me tell you this. Jalen Hurts, yes, he's better than Daniel Jones when it comes to creating. But if you make that guy pass, he's proven to you that he can't do it. Multiple occasions. And if we're healthy, there's no way our pass rush is not going to get better. I know for a fact that Kayvon Thibodeau is next. You can call me conspiracy theorist all you want. That dude is next. And he makes our pass rush better. Also, our whole defense has gotten better. Yes, our secondary lost James Bradbury, but that's it. I think Wink Martindale can cover that up. And if we do have leaks in our secondary, it won't be because of you guys. It'll be because of a team like the Packers or somebody that has a quarterback that can air you out. But there's no fucking way that we only win 3 games. You could at least said 6 or 7.
You won 4.
We beat you motherfuckers last year with all those injuries and just Daniel Jones.
Right.
You do remember that, right?
You
Jalen
won
Hurts
4
3.
last year, and it's a
We
stretch
thought the
to say
Ravens
that
could
you
be
only
on.
lose one more than you did
No.
last year. But
Slay,
okay.
you're a fucking clown with no credibility whatsoever.
I just gave you context to why I
No,
think
you
the
didn't.
Giants. I just gave it to you. I think you're
Can
gonna
we pull up
lose
the
to
Ravens
the
schedule?
How in the fuck do you think that we're only going to win 3 games? I could see us only winning like 7 or 8 games. 10 games at the most if we're healthy throughout the whole season and everything clicks.
I say 11-5. Let's lose.
Oh, and that's okay. 11 games for the
I don't
Giants.
think 11. I'll say
How
like
okay?
9. I'll
What
say
what
oh,
11.
I'll say a playoff record.
That
I'll say a
happened, Michael
playoff
Pass.
record, which would be like 9 and 8.
do you understand? Do you understand that teams have film on Jalen Hurts now? That he has a full year starting now. They know his weaknesses and everything now. There's a such thing as film. You really think that all those teams
Wait,
this
hold
year
up,
will
Pat.
let you
Hold up. They
guys?
got AJ Brown. Pat, they got AJ
That's my
Brown. They'll
point.
be
Do you really
fine.
think? Do you really think that they're gonna let you guys run for over 200 yards a game this year?
I never said that.
Wait, hold on.
Dude, y'all were down 30 points to Dallas's second string when they didn't let you run the ball. You do remember that, right?
Yes, and guess what? We
And
improved.
no, and no,
How did you improve? Because the very next game got your ass whooped against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which I told you was gonna happen because they could stop the run.
We improved from last year, and we weren't
How-
really
how-
that much of a good team last year.
So
We
you
just
really
won
think
games that we
you really think Jalen Hurts is gonna go for over 4,000 yards because AJ Brown came there?
No, I never said that. I never said that. I literally just said we improved from what we were last year. That's all I said.
So we didn't improve. You
I
actually
never
you
said
actually
we
said you
improved.
actually you said we won
Yeah, but
3 games, so
3
we actually
games,
got
though.
worse
You
in
saying
your eyes.
3 games? That's a little extreme, though.
I
3
never
games,
said
though.
that you
So
didn't improve. I'm just
we're gonna
basing it off your record.
we're gonna lose more games this year with an easier schedule, and we got better. That's what you're telling me.
How is it really that much of an easy schedule?
Slay, you're a fucking clown.
Slay,
How
just
is it?
Look at the middle of
Hey,
that
Zion.
schedule, bro.
All right. Let's just agree to. Hey, fellas, let's just agree to disagree. Zion, can you please pull up our schedule?
You want to see the Ravens schedule? And thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to come handle this retarded named Slay. No, I'm just joking. Obviously, Slay, thank you for calling in. But
There's a lot
We
of people
literally got the Panthers, the Bears, the Jaguars, the Seahawks, the Lions, the Texans. Out of those 6 games that I named, I think we can at least win 4 of those.
You can.
Oh yeah.
But it's gonna be
So
tough.
basically, you telling me that we're not even gonna get a division win.
Yeah, that's basically what you're saying.
I literally just said to you that you're gonna beat us in the last game of the season because we're gonna probably rest our starters.
Wait, hold on, Slay.
So basically, that's what you're saying. If y'all didn't rest y'all starters at the end of the season, we wouldn't beat not one person in our division.
Don't bank on you resting your starters.
We won 9 games last year. We still resting.
Hey guys, you want to know what this reminds me of? Remember when Giants fans were cocky last offseason? This is what that reminds me of. Slay, you're about to get checked back to reality real fucking quick.
So every time
How many games do you think the Giants are winning, Logan?
6.
And who is it against?
The Lions, the Texans, the Jaguars, the Seahawks, the Bears, and the Eagles once.
And how many? You think it's gonna be by like a massive score?
I think they're gonna be close games.
And that's the point that
who
I'm
cares? A
trying
win's
to
a
make. It's
win.
gonna be
A
the
loss is a
opposite.
loss.
A win is a win. I just want to win, man.
There you go, Nas. Break it down.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to I'm going to that week 1 Jets game because it's in MetLife Stadium. I got us winning that. I'm not going to see a massive win, but I think the Jets can give us competition just because how they draft was, and not to mention you got a quarterback that's back there that's been chopping at the bit to get some weapons and stuff like that. They got CJ Uzama from the Bengals, who I think that was an amazing pickup. But that's neither here or there. So week one, we're going 1-0 against the Jets. We getting our revenge. Let me see. Week 2, I think that's home. Yeah, home opener against the Dolphins. We getting the revenge on them. That's 2-0. 3-0 against the Patriots. 3-1 against the Bills.
I think you beat the Bills.
Huh?
I think you guys beat the Bills.
I want to say we could beat them, but we could beat the Bills only because we at home. But okay, so week 5, I think we're gonna beat the Bengals in prime time.
Yep.
We win, so that's what 5-4 and 1. The Giants, I got us beating them 5. We're gonna be 5-1. The Browns,
Going to
huh?
that. We're going to that Ravens and Giants game.
Yeah. We're going to that too. So that's 5-1. The Browns, 6-1. Tampa Bay, is that home or away? That's in Tampa Bay. Damn.
6-2.
Yeah, 6-2. I got us beating the Saints on Monday night.
Yep.
So what's that? 7-2.
You might as well say 9-2 because you're gonna beat the Panthers and the Jaguars.
Yeah, 9-2. We're gonna beat the Broncos, so that'll be
I think
10-2.
you lose to the Broncos. I think that's a trap game.
Think so?
Mm-hmm.
Well, was we home that game?
I can
I mean,
see
we
it.
beat them
I can
last.
see it
We
too.
beat them last year with Marquise
But last year
Brown.
they didn't have Wilson.
Oh yeah, they didn't have. Okay, so yeah. So what would that be? That'd be
10
9
and
and
3. 10 and
huh?
3.
So 10-3. I think we sweep the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yep.
So that's 12-3. I think
Deshaun Watson beats you week 15.
right. Deshaun Watson then beat us. I think we beat the Falcons, and I think the Bengals take week 16. I got us winning the division.
Yep. I actually got you guys winning that division too in 13-4.
Yeah.
I think the Bengals beat you once. I think the Browns beat you once. You lose that trap game to the Broncos, and I think you.
That's fair.
I think you lose to the Buccaneers.
That's fair.
I'm gonna tell you this. I think Lamar Jackson, if healthy, has an MVP caliber year.
Once again, he look last year. When we was 8-3, we was the number 1 seed. Mind you, keep in mind we was the most injured team in the league and everything. So and Lamar was it seemed like after that 2018 year, since then Lamar has been an MVP candidate every year since then. Well, 2019, he won the MVP, but every year he's in the MVP race. He's right there in the mix.
I think he has close to 40 touchdowns this year, rushing and passing. Reason why? I think that guy has a major chip on his shoulder. And he's playing for that contract. I think you destroyed. I'll be honest with you with your schedule. I think you destroy the Jets the first week. You play a tough one against the Dolphins. You beat up the Patriots. I guarantee you Jackson gonna get the winning touchdown against the Bills. I think you lose to the Bengals that first game. You beat us. You destroy the Browns the first game. You lose to the Buccaneers. You play a hard game against the Saints because I think that's a trap game too. But you eke it out. You beat the shit out of the Panthers and the Jaguars. You lose to the Broncos. You beat the shit out of the Steelers the first time. You lose to the Browns. Beat the shit out of the Falcons. I think you beat the Steelers again, a very close game. And the Bengals, I think you beat the Bengals at the last game of the season to go ahead and close out the number 1 seed. I think the Bengals make the playoffs, and I think you guys make the playoffs in that division.
All right, that's fair. Anybody else want to crack at it?
No, but I think it's gonna. I think I like Buffalo a lot this year, but I think it's gonna be Buffalo or the Ravens going to the Super Bowl in the AFC.
Let's see the AFC. Yeah,
I'm big on Buffalo.
No, hold on though. It's a tough conference. It's a very
It
tough
is.
conference.
But
those are the two I got up.
I think the Colts are gonna surprise some people.
Yeah.
I think the Dolphins are gonna be a disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Chargers gonna surprise the hell out of people.
Yeah, I think the Chargers, Chiefs, Ravens, Bengals, Colts, Patriots, Titans make the playoff.
Cool. Yeah, I got all the same teams except for the Titans. I don't know, Pat. I feel like the Titans are gonna take a step
Zion,
back.
you're muted.
I am. Perfect conversation though. But when you guys get a chance, I was gonna ask Mid. I was gonna ask Miz and Pat if they want to break down the Eagles' schedule.
I'll break it down.
Let's get it.
Lions, week 1. You play the Lions. You beat them handily by at least 17. The Vikings. I think you beat the Vikings. I think you beat the Commander the first week. You beat the Jaguars. I think you lose to the Cardinals in the trap game. I think somehow, some way, you find a way to lose to the Cowboys. You go into your bye week. You beat Pittsburgh. You beat the Texans. I think you lose to the Commanders for the second time. You lose to the Colts. You lose to the Packers. I think you beat the Titans. I think you lose to us the first game. Beat the shit out the Bears. The Cowboys, I think you beat them. I think you lose to the Saints. And then that last game, that last game, it depends on what we're playing for. If you got the division locked up, I think we win. If it's not locked up, you might eke out a very close game against us. The very last. I think I got you guys 1-10 or 11 games.
I like it. Miz.
Oh, you want me to do this, kids? I'll do it quick. All right, give me they'll beat the Lions, but I think it's gonna be closer than people think. I think that they're gonna lose to Minnesota. They'll beat Washington, beat the Jaguars. I got them beating Arizona. Dallas, they're gonna split. So whatever, we'll give them a loss over here. So that's two losses. I'm a history guy, and they never beat Pittsburgh, and I'm gonna stick with that. So they're losing to Pittsburgh. They beat the Texans. I got them split with Washington, so that's a loss here. They're losing to the Colts. I actually think they can knock off Green Bay. They'll beat Tennessee. They'll beat the Giants, beat the Bears. I told you they'll split with the Cowboys. I think they could beat the Saints, and then they'll lose. They'll split with us, so they'll lose there. I don't know what that puts them at, around 10 wins.
9, 10 wins.
10 wins. I think the Eagles. You know, if they stay healthy, it's not so much Brown. It's not so much the receivers or the quarterback. To me, it's their O-line and D-line. If they lose a couple pieces to injuries there, their season could go sour real fast.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to agree with Pat and Miz, and that's all it was. Slay too. Like I'm not sitting up here, and I have you guys written on 10 games as well, but it's just the fact that you gave us only 3. That's where like there was like the wow factor in that. And sorry to go off at you the way I did. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, he's cool. It's good.
Hell yeah,
Slay's trying to stir the pot.
He's delusional if he thinks we want to win 3 games.
I just gave me a reason, but apparently I'm
y'all divisional teams, so y'all supposed to go back and forth like this. But
absolutely.
At the end of the day, let's agree to disagree because
it's about being sensible. As much as I don't like the Eagles, I think they can win at least 10 games.
But the Giants, that I don't think only 3 wins. That's too low. I would see if they injured
1-4 last year.
It's
I know, but Slay, but
I don't want to get back into it, but
Slay, they was
last year.
We won 4 games with one of the hardest schedules in the league and injuries across the board. If we're healthy, I don't see us losing. I don't see us winning less than 6 to 7 games if we're healthy. Against one of the easiest.
They getting 7 wins.
Yeah.
Zion,
and if we win 7 games, that's a huge upgrade.
My bad. Sorry, my bad, Pat.
Yeah, I agree.
And there's about 5 quarterbacks in this coming out in this college draft that's going to be pretty damn good. Because there's 2 there's nobody talking about. That quarterback from BYU, that's Russell Wilson all over again. And he has more speed, and he has a stronger arm. I think his name is Josh Harmon or something like that. That dude's nice. But 3 games, come on, bro. We face all the bottom feeders of the NFL.
I explained my reasoning. I don't gotta keep going over. I explained it.
Slay, I disagree.
I'll tell you one thing, Slay. Don't let us go to Tennessee and pick them off because we'll be
Oh,
2-0, and you won't
Tennessee
want
that
to have
first
that
week.
conversation.
You ain't.
We beat
All right,
Tennessee
I'm
that
back.
first week, and we show that we're a good team that
I
first
heard
week.
you, bro. I'll put it up right now.
We gonna be lit. If we beat Tennessee that
Tennessee ain't
first
the
week,
same.
They're
this
not,
is
but
wrong,
guess
bro.
what? They're better than you. The fuck?
They are, but they're not the same. You still got to play the game. You still got to play the game.
Remember, they don't have AJ Brown no more, so if we can focus on Henry and we stop Henry, oh, we got a hell of a chance to win that game.
Their defense.
Yeah, and then you got to think how Ryan Tannehill plays too. I can see him choking. I don't know. I might have to rethink on my decision with them playing.
I got us
And they
losing
traded
20
for Robert
Ryan
Woods.
Tannehill, we're not finna just sit and act like Ryan Tannehill ain't no damn bust.
He's not a bust, but he's not cracked up to
He's
what
not
he
an
was.
elite quarterback, bro.
No one said that. Nah.
No, I
Yeah.
know that. But I'm
It's gonna
saying,
be
I'm saying, like, I think what they deep, like I said again, I keep bringing it up, and I hold on to this religiously. Defense wins a lot of stuff, bro. And
Yeah,
and
that's
they
what I was
they
gonna
they
bring
gonna
up,
fuck
Nas.
them up. They gonna
And
I
fuck
just
them up.
I
Did you
believe
have us
that.
losing? Did you have us losing to the Panthers?
Who?
Yes.
Why?
Slay has us losing against.
We just beat them.
Okay, so
Real fast, real fast. I don't want to get
We
back into it.
we stomped them last year 25-3 when they were
So
hot.
Pat, can I ask you a question,
That's
Pat?
true.
Do you think the Panthers organization just sat around this offseason and didn't
my
do
God,
anything?
Slay,
in
stop
the
Who cares
it.
about the They're no good.
What did they
First
do?
off,
They're
first
no
off,
good.
They
What did
didn't
they
do shit
do?
last year. They didn't do shit this year in
I'm gonna
offseason.
bring you
Can I
back on.
say
Slay.
what they did?
I can let you say what they did in a minute, but let me just say this. I want to get back real fast to what Nas said, and I'll let you guys have the mic. I think I love the matchup against the Titans week 1. Reason being is because we're gonna actually play a playoff contending team, a team that been to the
Number one
playoffs.
seed.
You know what I'm saying? And
Number
we're
one
really
seed.
gonna see what our pass rush has. When you see our guys on the field as a unit, that's really gonna be a good team to test the pass rush. Plus, you got one of the best running backs in the game coming at you. So we're really going to see what we're about on defense. And that's why I'm super excited for that matchup week 1. Getting into the Panthers and Slay's delusionalness, like that's not even a
That's
word.
not
but
even a
like,
word.
I just said it's not a word, but like he has us losing against the Panthers, the Texans, and the Lions. So you guys
Yeah,
can
that's
get back
crazy,
into
bro.
it.
Okay, can I say what the Panthers have? Because Pat asked me the question.
What
The
they have?
Panthers got Akeem Kwanu, right? And I understand you're banking on talent, but look at what he did last year at North Carolina State. You got
Our undrafted free agent beat him twice.
Brian Bosman,
Wow.
Austin Corbett, that already improves your offensive line much better from what it was last year. DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson,
They had these same guys last year.
Terrence Marshall.
They had these same guys last year.
Christian
But
McCaffrey.
guess what? Like Christian McCaffrey, and then look at what they did defensively. You already
The
got
only thing I'm saying, because they
Shaq
quarterback
Thompson,
situation.
Shaq
quarterback
Thompson,
situation
Derek
is-
Brown.
had all
They
that
got
last
J.C.
year, yeah.
Horn. You
Had
got,
that
and
last
I
year.
forgot
We don't
they
know
had
what they-
Chuba Hubbard on offense.
Who did
Had
they
that
bring
last
in,
year.
Slay? Who did they
They
bring in?
had all these guys last year, and they lost Hassan Reddick and
Slay.
Stephon Gilmore.
Slay, we don't know. We don't know
J.C.
the
Horn
quarterback
didn't play
situation.
last year.
Did y'all hear
J.C.
me?
Horn and C.J. Henderson. I can keep going.
We don't know. We don't know their quarterback situation though. That's the
It's
thing.
probably
Sam
gonna be Matt
Darnold.
Corral.
No,
Matt Corral. Come on, man.
Look, y'all forget they still have Cam Newton on contract.
Corral
No, they
is the
don't.
best
Cam Newton's
quarterback in the class.
Oh, he a
bro.
free agent.
Yeah, like seriously, I'm not scared of Sam Darnold or Matt Corral. Are you
You
serious?
don't have to be, and I'm not
Like,
saying you should be because
I'm taking our
Corral.
undrafted free agent beat Iquanu twice in the game.
Is
An
your
undrafted
undrafted
free
free
agent
agent
that
gonna
we
start?
signed.
Is he gonna start?
Slay, can I say something real quick?
Thibodeau and Ojulari are starting, sir.
That's my point.
Can I say
What are you
something
talking?
real quick? Can I say something real quick? Hanging out with Slay is like huffing Sharpies. I lose brain cells every second.
Bro, oh my god.
You
I'm
know
so
Ojulari was second in the defensive player rookie of the year voting,
I
right
would
behind
just like to point out Ojulari is not going to be playing against Aquanu, and he had 3.5 sacks versus the Panthers last year.
Their offensive line improved.
And by the way, it's Bradley
So did
Bosman,
the
not
Giants.
Brian.
No, it's Brian Bosman.
It's
No, it's,
No, you talking about
it's,
Brian
it's
Bird?
Bradley Bozeman.
Brian Burns,
It's
he's
Bradley
Bob,
Bozeman.
Yeah.
really
Who the hell is
respect
Oh
that?
yeah,
Brian
you're
Burns.
right.
Yeah,
It's
he
Bradley
from
Bozeman.
us.
Brian
I'm
Burns
thinking
is
about,
amazing.
I'm thinking about another Brian. My bad.
Yeah, he from
Brian
us.
Burns doesn't get the respect that
Bradley
he does
Bozeman.
because he plays for Carolina. I'm telling
Bradley
you that.
Bozeman.
It's
And
like
then
They
You're
lost
crazy.
Hassan Reddick on the other side, bro, and they lost Stephon Gilmore.
you still
See,
got Shaq
Christian
Thompson and
McCaffrey
Joe.
might be hurt by week 2.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got
How
Christian
do you know
news.
that's
The
a
McCaffrey.
Giants
good?
have put a
Yo,
30 spot on Carolina. You can remember I
Oh
said this.
my God.
Remember I said that you can hold your head all you want. The Giants gonna throw 30 spot on
We get
Carolina.
these answers, fellas. We get these answers in another couple of
Hey,
months.
by the way, Slay, I'd just like to point out, by last year, by the time we played Carolina, we had none of our starting receivers. We put up 25 with CJ Board.
Yo,
I remember that.
Giants
I remember
fans,
him.
Dante
I got him from us.
bro.
Y'all be getting a lot of
Giants
players
fans
from
really
us.
think they're good.
And by the way, in week 2 of this season, you're gonna see a completely different Barkley than you saw
Hey,
in week 2 of last season.
hey,
You,
Miz,
you
I
can
don't
bank. You
mean
can
to.
bank on that.
Hey, Miz, I don't mean to interrupt, but hey, Logan, do y'all notice that the Giants get a lot of pick players from the Ravens? Do y'all notice that?
They do.
We got Ellis.
We got
Even
your
our
defensive
coaches,
coordinator now.
even
That's
right,
good.
even the coordinator.
We the Baltimore Giants.
Nah, you guys, truth, and also too, it's like you guys had a pretty good offense. You guys had defense. You guys had a
Legendary
stable team.
defense. Yep.
Stable
Mhm.
team. So we want to bring in people. We're trying to build a stable team. There's been a lot of dysfunction lately. We're trying to build in a culture. There's been a lot of dysfunction. So we're gonna look around the league. We're gonna bring in people like a quarterback's coach to come run our offense with Brian Dable, like from the Chiefs. We're gonna bring in a head coach and a GM from the Buffalo because look what they built over the past couple years. Look what they did with Josh Allen. We're gonna bring in a Rick Mortendale from the Ravens because the Ravens been the defense people want to draft, been the defense people want to root for. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, Will recognizes Will, and we want to build the culture here. So that's why I think like when we hire Dave Gettleman, and not to just bash on Dave Gettleman and everything like that, but he had so much connections with franchises like the Carolina Panthers. And I'm not just saying the people we brought in is that's the reason why we was dysfunctional, but a lot of the times, like I like this way of bringing in players or people from winning organizations because they really have that culture. When Brian Dable walks into the building, he's walking into the building as a 5-time Super Bowl winning coach. You know what I'm saying?
Giants fans, I got a question. Do you remember when y'all got mad at that second round pick, Wan'Dale Robinson?
I threw my chair.
Wait.
Yeah,
Hold on.
they didn't understand the pick.
Would
So
you
I
be
had
mad
to
if they would have took? Hold on. Would you have been mad if they would have took Malik Willis instead?
Yes.
Yeah.
They didn't understand the pick. So I had
So
to.
just stop talking for 5
Stop,
seconds. Your
stop,
time is
stop.
up, kid.
I mean, would you be more mad at that the wide receiver or the quarterback pick?
I would have been madder at the quarterback pick.
I would have been more mad at the QB.
Yeah, but
same. I would have been
my
more.
thing is, y'all put yourself in the same situation that the Steelers did and everything. Like, you got a quarterback, we got a quarterback that doesn't know what he want to do yet. Like how like y'all didn't pick up his option and stuff like that. So, that was a sign. But if you would have brought in a quarterback, I'm all rooting for. I want to see this kid Daniel Jones grow in this league. Like, he's been my main focus as far as the NFC quarterback situations.
Because
so,
your friend is Champ, and you want to see him succeed.
yeah, I want to see him succeed, man. Because I'm not even just talking about that Saints game, which he played amazing in, and that's the best I've seen Saquon Barkley since 2018. So I just want to see this organization succeed and everything. Because as living in New Jersey, I want to see one of these teams, the Jets. I really want to see both of them succeed because I think y'all did an outstanding job. Not even just talking about the draft, free agency too, like the whole offseason.
NFL is better when the New York teams are winning, and that's facts.
It's amazing. Like, didn't the Knicks make the playoffs too? Like, I don't want to get off topic, but didn't they make the playoffs?
Not last year because Tom Thibodeau's an idiot, but we made it the year before.
Who cares?
No, you mean not this year? We made it last year.
No one cares, brother.
I said, Slay, stop talking. No one likes you, and you have no credibility.
Wow, so really?
No one cares.
No, but I was
Zion, kick this kid off.
Let him go. He's fine.
Kid,
No, Zion, as one of your co-hosts, kick this kid off for 5 minutes.
Just stop it. Let's not go into this. Continue.
I'm scrapping with Kid.
Nah, but yeah, though I just want to see these teams succeed. I don't want Buffalo to be the only New York team to be the most interesting, which they're the best on paper, but still.
I like that. Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up. Miz, you want to make a couple of points? Namir, you already talked. You guys want to get in on a couple of points?
Zion, can I do the schedule?
Absolutely, bro. I'm sorry about that.
No problem. I disagree with Slay. Disagree totally right now. Not 3 games. Sorry. Okay, sorry. I was ranting for a second. So Tennessee is a loss because I don't think that's going to be a win. Carolina is a win. Dallas, I'm split between because I don't know if we're going to win that or lose that. Chicago is a win, definitely. Guys, understand that Green Bay lost a wide receiver, so I'm giving that a win. And then
in London too.
Yeah, it's in London. So okay, I'll split it. Ravens is a loss. Jaguars are a win. Seahawks are a win. Then we go to a bye week, right?
Yep.
Come back. I'll give the Texans. Wow, this is a hard one. Wow. I'm gonna give them a loss because that will make me feel sad. I'll give the Texans a win and then give them a win against the Lions and a loss against the Cowboys. And then Washington is a split. Eagles is a win because Eagles, I think, will win. I'm splitting against Washington again. My nephew is a Vikings fan, but I'm going to piss her off and say that's a win. And then the Colts is a probably loss, and then the Eagles is a win.
I like it. What does that have us at?
I don't remember. I think we started off 0-1.
Oh yeah.
So like I'm guessing like 12-5.
12-5.
Huh?
Hell yeah.
12-5.
Let's get it. 12-5. I got us winning. I didn't do the schedule. Probably make a video on it, but I'm happy if we win 7 games. It's a foundation type of year. I'm not looking to make the playoffs. I think, do we have the roster to make the playoffs? Absolutely. But that's if everything goes right and the coaching everything is perfect on, and we have a shot. But right now, no, it's NFL. It's a hard league. And right now it's a foundation year. So I'm happy with 7 to 8 wins. I see us at 7 to 8 wins. If the team surprises us, they surprises us. I don't see a letdown though. I don't see a 2, a 3, a 4 win type of season. I just seen a clean foundation. Now you got to keep in mind too, like this is going to be the first time that all our offensive line is on the line at one time as a cohesive unit. It's going to take a couple of weeks. I know it's been really repetitive around YouTube, but that's true. It's going to take actually more than a couple of weeks for them to gel. There are going to probably be some switches. They're going to run through all of that and, when come training camp and all of that. But that being said, man, this is a good time to be a Giants fan because we can see the shift in the culture. We went out there and we drafted a 5-star stud in Kayvon. We drafted a stud in Evan Neal. 2-3 years down the line, we could have the best tackles in the NFL. If this kid Robertson pans out, I wasn't happy. I just looked at the board and I thought that there's a lot of players that we could have addressed. You know what I'm saying? But we picked Robertson, and that's what it is. We stand on it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this kid and Tony can set a foundation, get the ball out of Daniel Jones' hands fast, give it to the receivers, let them pick up yak. You know what I'm saying? Let them go off. You know what I'm saying? We got blocking tight ends. We got some tall receivers and some tight ends that could be red zone threats and red zone rippings after the little speedy guys do their thing. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see a different type of offense, and we're going to see an exciting defense. You know what I'm saying? Exciting defense where we had one of the best defensive coordinators in Rick Mortendale. And the way he uses his players is absolutely phenomenal, and I can't wait to see it and use it on the players we drafted and the players who's currently on the roster. That being said, we're probably going to end it here unless anybody has anything else to say.
Slay's an idiot with no
Yeah,
context.
bro.
Let's
shut
go,
All right,
Giants.
everybody.
Let's go beat the
Yeah,
Eagles.
let's go Giants.
Let's go beat the
Everybody
Eagles.
plug their
Raven
channels
Nation,
and let's
baby.
get out of here.
Raven Nation, baby.
Where can they find you at, Logan?
Follow me on LGZ Productions, where I give actual good takes, unlike Slay.
No.
Let's get it, Nas.
Yeah. Look, sub up to everybody's channel. You know, sub up to Jaden the Champ. Everybody unsubscribe from Slay's channel because we hate him. So yeah,
Jesus.
let's go.
That's why Logan's gonna beat your ass. Okay.
Well, thank you for being here, Slay. You know, he's always showing support as an Eagles fan. We really appreciate you always coming. You may stir the pot a lot. You may come up with some ridiculous takes, but at the end of the day, bro, you come and you show support. So thank you so much. Thank you again for Nas as a Ravens fan, bringing in the knowledge, you know, bringing in his knowledge of the game. And we love that, you know what I'm saying? As I get to know you, Nas, you know, I know you're a close friend of Champ, so you're a close friend of mine, you know what I'm saying? So let's get it. And Miz, as always, the legend, Namir, stopping by, call in every time you want to call in. I'm going to drop the link, Namir, get you popping, and plug you guys' channels, and let's get out of here. Namir, where can these people find you at? Twitter, Instagram, YouTube.
Zion, I gave my Instagram. I followed you also on there. I was thinking I should start making a channel, but I've been
You
busy,
should if you
but
want
I'm
to,
thinking
bro.
this summer that I'll do it. But if you want to help out or somebody,
dude, we'll reach out and yeah, we'll get it popping. Let's get it.
Have a
Let's
good night,
get it.
guys. Right? Until next time.
Yo, get at Miz's channel right there in his name. Get at Champ, plug your channel, Slay, plug your channel. Let's get out of here.
All right, guys. Peace.
Yep.
Big play set. Yeah, that's it.
Fuck Slay. We
That's
out.
why it's up, Jaden. You will.
Let's go.
Night, guys. You guys have a blessed
I ain't
night.
got no beef with Slay.